No one can make you feel bad if you don't give them the chance. No one can make you feel inferior if you don't give them that chance. Me ma kwaba eba Adom TV. You may do to the Christian seminar so. O somfo apostle ni take telegram TV amu. What to say? Ni ameka na potoka semu ye tia wape. Wa ma obi kwan a se bi onyo ayaka aka de. Wa ma obi kan a na kasa enhye wo abufuo. Potoka semu awase me say you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. Ni ade kodwa no ene ehye na ma. Ena kora wo de ko nsuo no emu nsuo na abenum no ofie mu. Nti ababa ye bo nia obede na die no wo susonso a obi betimi ato odni e de ayo ne awoyo. Unhu sei. Obo so me de me abomfia. Me de me ganji me bona me de ganji me ona nje choko kebuko awie na kan. Gbomoji o. Nyumo wa na ne twu ojibo. Me de me asantini me de me fie kura wa na kire wo. Onyame amokura sini eno amokuru kase mu ni. Obo nipa bi asa ne saso. Or say maybe I'm a grassroots and time. So I word no. God didn't create a grassroots person. God made us all in his image, equal before him. You were sick for the when a Juma day, a big cry acron for, and there was a way here for a be a niha and a be a shabre. Benon chile say, so boom wabufia. It was made them on your fair. One a chair some of or him, O Yamia dear a piano, or say air. Just say ebia we asa by one kasa wato bia atochi wo brabom ene kura ho ofe sode na gira na so na Kenya atenkapa emfa ho ne e ka kire onkwada abrem emfa de eguso ka kire wo na gi hudi na gidie eye nkunimdie akwanya bako. Self belief is one of the tools to greater success. So we sura de na obu abomfia na untimi nkonipa mu a wo yeye ebeche. And you be never sure some abunfu. No be never sure some awere ho. You be never sure say di yaw. One kasa adwen abadwen fa enema ho. It is not what happens in your life that creates the emotions you generate. It's the interpretations you give to what happens. I mean, it is not what happens to you that creates the emotions you generate. It is the interpretations you give to what happens. Now let me share brantie bi. When you kakra am se me ne e share brabo ase. Osi ni te ko wuti akesi o meseme da ase. Nyame hira o. Ti kesi ne nyansa wo mu doso. Na ne ho adwiri no. Na o ka so be ka no so aka bi. Obi ye ka se wuti akesi na obetwa ni pana no dabi. Ya na wape ne o ma bi adi agro kakra. Nyasa mi na e fa to ebo. Enti obi ntimi nhyew sa obunfu. Ekosi se wankasa ne abeka kire ho. People will hurt you. Things may not go the way you planned, but you will ultimately be the one to influence your emotions to direct your actions in more productive ways. Enema be si wabrabom. Nkofo be ya kaka de na tumi a wo abetimi akora wabrabo no egina wo so. Se de eto me no, de ye o me no, de ka kire me no enye meden aye de sefata na mama nipa kro kan na afade. Meden ma ne edimu na mani a ohye me atwetwe no ebehumi aba ose adi bachi. Me de ena nipa no a oka se men sem fata no obobu ndan kwa ma atene kon akaso nyame adwuma efe we ena se wani so ade hunu. Always surprise the naysayers. Always break down the heart of those who sought to break your heart down. Obi pese obubu akoma e ma ne kwan na akoche kona we ja mi ene enkwada agro no panimu oja wa de yakopon se wo kọ wonnante cha wo ya wonim de beba na no me hia brantie bi na brabo dim esafata ena obi am ne nam ka se me nyanka me se brantie se wonyanka wo so no woni na brabo wi ye na se ya na mete se brantie se kro no odidi Ghana fo ne abrochefo abesoa no kwama no ne ekronfo ema obi wani mbre obi de wankasa wo tumi bi tumu a eye tumi yakopon de ahe omu a eye wadwene watenka ene wo pepa fasane ma miense ye di bibi na abrabo so manfa so emfa ho be abeduro se wo hya se ye nkwa de obewie payo ama abrabo emfa so obi adi kan akoye president obetuma president wo fie mu obetuma president e wo wade mu obetuma president wo bro no so you can also be a president, presiding over things in your community. Yanto aba ma ode, but you can be your own president in a way. Oh, Nyankopon anim. Na ne nhyira aba so. Na dem da ase. Se wanyamre ni meto na montu we. Onyame nhyira enkura watenka. Na dwena mpa efo abrabo ho ne wabusua ho. Na Kenya ho ekowie pa. We na me beja wo. Na amada ase se onyamre hwe me. Me da Adom TV adwuma ekofo nyina ase me bodi na meche. Wo doso ye production, camera, sound, lighting, floor and MCA obi a wa Adom bia onyame enka ho no nhyira wo. Na wa onyamre hwe me de. Bedwom de me de no koso nyi firi ne firi ha. Me di nyame ejaw. Wo onyame ntina.
Yensamu achibiem ne na wase omre no wadaje awodi ama Adom TV yeda apostle Dr. Nita Kutegwase eni nkranshensem de adu so no ye Badwam kase ensam no ne obetie wo mu bi eni enei national Ghana National Education Campaign Coalition e bo aban na baso e wonne yema enwumasua ensakraya won masade abamu ebiemu COVID no achie so wo mo kodada no mu no ne kwan so ano no nemum eso mu ye bibi ye de hosansam no ebeba na fe ya kwadehia wo mo wo santina so no wa santi achim central wo mo akasa ye wo mo kwan wo mo campaign fo mfintie ne wo mo akeka wo hu aboma ye kwan no no nsem bi na no pay mede bro sa Adom TV Badwam kase a wo share live or Facebook /Adom TV extra Gov't TV 119 DSTV 280 ko YouTuber search Adom TV tube ne kwa adomonline.com semi any sembebre so eka ho faseda mama joy Trish won tadi ba ko na hyemi media fia amankwa tamaklo afia ni de yenti se den semni nchemu ankasa etie Ghana National Education Campaign Coalition ebo aban no abaso pa se enne academic calendar no won masa ade akodada no emubiem COVID no achire no ne kwanso ano no na fenso ye de midterm so aka enkura no ho national coordinator ede marginek eye benisim prejeche ene de nsemi tudwa wo kire se ye mama mra bi emata ho sebe ye meda na manyosem na ban yiye abanfoforo bi ba no abesesem amunsem ene
COVID bae no ebe ma ya disuane ya de kire hyehye no ebe ye basa ebo petin ye ena ya bomodin ase ye be hyehye akodu se de na ete no tete no inti se GS etumi atena se no mu de new academic calendar ya ba ye gidi se ebia eye ne kwan so ano no efi se ebeboa ama yakọ back to your normal academic calendar said de na etie no ena oma recognize the midterm breaks said de be ya nkwala no so betumi ahome first na nka mostly your private schools no kwa no mukọ midterms but sisi anso no ma ya de say during the midterm no mama emre say mofra no e de be home na mienu miensa bi ansa no masan ya ko school ba ade ba kwa ya na ye worried ne say e wo mu say o masesa calendar no ma enye se ebia aban fufuro bia ba ono so besesa no un se as a coalition no de bia no na ye ka no as a concern ye mpese aban bia de ye adesua ne ade kire ne be ye amanyosem nti se ya sesa ne se na ebeboa ye ya ye make sure say ye be maintain inti in this case no airline bia ebe protect any new policy bia ye de beba no ye be make sure say the airline will go with the policy se ne be ya aban bia ba na omo sesa yesa na amaya adesua ne ade kire hyehye no ayeba san so inti structures na ye wo school no ye mfanye adwuma te say school management committee and PTAs no omuntu menfre awofo ni nyina no omu nkyerɛkyerɛ omumu nsakra na aba adesua ne adekyerɛ nhyehyɛ ne ho no na awofo no so ye be stress am so mo beboa mo ho edu baby amofra no omu beto books baby o so auto school bag auto new uniform a ye be stress ye nyina ye mfa ye ho
yenkwa asante achim central wa asante mantemu na adehia wo mo wo kura de santene so enene wo mo akasa ye wo mo ekwan no wo mo abo aban ete so ne aba twetwem ahodo nyina wo mo amfi ntie nayi wo mo akeka wo ho abom aye ekwan no
Ketna Brono since 1998 efidie bia mbefa ye kwan so first no bi yare kura na account mi ma bi say eja hyehye eba Brono ye wo si ya eja ehifie bi fire service for ba no munya ba bi mfa obi dan na omode car ne kobo mu ye tun safra ban pani for ona ankura nyina obi amebo support yes
santie so ye hwa ekwan no omatwitwatwa but won chenchen na de ba nye ye wo ha ebi nduru le so ti say ya kopem by 2 kilometers ni start say ye twa ye twa no sisi a no skaka create twa no ndruhwe nti ye hiamwa fi ankrankro ho
sabje so patamu ye problem pa fa ya kwan sabi ye kase ye twa aban no aban no oni mu abi odbeba na aban no kwan so ntimi fie ne nto no so ese keke ensase ye yi kwan no ye yi be 2 kilometers se yakopem
okokrom na so ba sante so taxi mfa wo mra obu a obetade because kwan ni
committee chairman na wadaso interest electoral area no Thomas Tewia eni amani boni enkomotwetwe mu no wakire mu se
duma ye di ne no mpanimfo bi wo ha na ye nyina ekoya adwenkro ye se ye be soso ye ho asere ye timi ayi kwan na to fi no ye de ni koto aban ko aso a ye mpuntu be kachi fi machines ni bi wo ho enso no omo se enya ha nru ye so ha se nti e basa ye se ye de ni koto aban ko aso ba ha ye nti mpanimfo ya adwen ma ye nyina ye contribution kakra nipa bi so ya sene ama ye timi akofa machine apa be yi ekwan 2 kilometers a guso a me ne mo kase guso ye hawi ye pese ye na ye toa so ba bi
Yanko eye bankreja no so wo ejoso mansin mu asantemantemu wormo so wo ye hia mu pa fi se won bridge bi a ye ja to ho be mfie du ne a kire ni a yenye yenti ama wo kwa ho hia mu sukufo bre wo mo edi dwa bre fi se kwan wo bi ntime nko bi ntime ma ho nso nsem eni
meni mi kunu ko okuro ye duru ha sepe ena oye se onu pia moto na afa so na mba so hyemachi nti menso menfa bridge no so nti mi duru mfimfin sepe na menan ekwa wura adade no nti na bra bia dikan na odimrika ena obeyi mi free dade ono kura wa tweme no bra obra na mba keto hyemachi se ye nyame a ena ma metena adade no so na megiko machi a kamne akura ni nyina to nsuo no
na nsenso yiri ena baako atwe akwabata baako no wonnam so a wo kwafoma usuru enkura ikosu a iso bi omu kotwa esa kotwa baako no ansa na obata waba nso bi siesie ho wasa afamu saa akwafom nti hade nyamenem no kwasem ni ye bre zezo kokogro elia na kuro no nya baako pe obi atinafum mimi se oba atinafum papa wetinafum edini pra wo ha no dooso endezei ensuo no ya tu punum se ya pa yaka yentime emakrum ni aka abontre
Eja Edward company fo a wo mo wo bankro eja ha na wo mo kire se
ya ho kire bebre ensuo yira at times me to mi tokoko me de begu ensuo eja me ba na ensuo na yiri mitimi jagu abe nansa ansa na yatima cross ensuo no yenso ya wa ya dooso yiye yenye ni paketwa nti se yenya electoral area we bankro eja ha no a ebeboa yen se de yenya assemblyman enso support ye wa ha se de be ya bibi ba yenso ye benya ye ho ne yenso yenya bie
ohwe nsamso ye gina so ya ade hye dodo na akire se wurumnyamfo aduo mepɛ so ena ofiri ase se wo ye saa nsamso yi enso enam aban sesa ye ne mbi foforo ba ye nti aka nsuo agya a wohwe bridge a ahodi wom enso obia emfi wo mo
TV Badwam kase na ogiso no na mental health officials womo kwatra government hospital onso na ye kase womo sisi de nubone num ne nsanum ne ade a emabunu do won ho ahyemu wo sunyare westmansin mu ne chichiu odumase kwatra ene adantia no ano odin dodo
alcoholism substance abuse no doso nti ya start say ye bon hu de ro ye nchechwe wo hospital ye co schools ye health educations ye co outreach programs ekwo manchechwe a ye siwu akwa courses ni de edoso ye wo genetics wo ho ye wo peer pressure influence ye wo separation parents why separation to miss this edubone ni sa mental illness na eba nti san yo many na challenges ama edubone sam no adults wo kuro
Anthony Kumia ono nso mental health officer ewo Kwetiri Government Hospital so den sem sei na tuja
ye ama sade we yatu atesi wo ye mantem ha ye mfa ne se nkyerɛkyerɛ ai wo fom because edru maybe eyi da siwa for mental health day ebodawura na emum sadani twema na nkyerɛkyerɛ ne da ubɔ no ekɔfom nti me sɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ na ɛwɔ fom ene awofo asabi onya kasakyerɛ ɛma wo ma no ɛno so ɛka ho bi ɛna edru maybe na ye na police foi na wotu wona oton sa nuboni susa anso asemre kakra ni ekofom ye ni akodi amanyosem na chi dodro na ama ye refi about your mental health nti ye me say education any the security personnel the law enforcers no say omadwuma ye omotu wona oton sa nuboni susa na akofom no eno so eka ho
Osofo Awoshe Interior so Mohammed Muntaka say ene street beggars ahoho bia na nenam kwan hu gina mayimo sesrade be 2000 de wasade won mo call won mo enchi emunsem eni.
In collaboration with the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection and the Ghana Immigration Service, we were able to remove over 2,241 street beggars that have been cleared off our streets and repatriated to their countries. This exercise has resourced public order in urban centers while supporting vulnerable population with humane intervention. We are mapping our strategy that will make sure that we eliminate all these challenges on all our streets, not only in Accra, but across the cities in our country. Ghana Immigration Service, ladies and gentlemen, in line with the 24-hour economy policy, has developed a 24-hour economy policy paper at the Ghana Immigration Service headquarters. As of June 2025, the service has also prosecuted 13 suspects in Accra for human trafficking, illegal entry, and document forgery, whilst deterring breaches and enhancing national security. The service has analyzed 263 document fraud cases, identifying 111 as fraudulent, preventing identity theft and related crime. The Ghana Immigration Service rescued 21 human trafficking victims, intercepted 291 irregular immigrants, and arrested 223 individuals for immigration breaches.
Ora Muntaka Mubarak gusua ya wakasa wachirimo sanano da rerun the course of Blekuma North abaton pesua so na wi akire ya borobro ni pesa ade anom ni ade no emra no ewo ho ebeso won mu na ene won ayedwuma.
Let me say that we condemn this in no uncertain terms. I mean, that's, for me, it's a scar on all of us conscience that as people having practiced democracy for over 3 decades, we cannot simply just go and have election and it will be violent-free. That is something that all of us, in my view, especially those of us in politics, should be very concerned and very worried about. But there's a difference. The huge difference is that, check and see, almost all of us at the top have condemned this. In the past, we will not get that. The vice president has done that. I mean, the president is out of the country, so currently the vice president is leading us. And she condemned it in no uncertain terms. She instructed. I mean, she called me, I told her, Madam, I've already instructed the IGP. And the IGP is sitting here. He will show you. If you could even come to my phone, you'll see. That same day, I forwarded all the videos that I had. And I asked, IG, what are you doing about it? I said, look, we have to review the cameras. We have to look at it from all the angles. He has sent the, what do you call it, the crime scene guys there. The ICT guys are all working to make sure that we get it. But remember, that officer is somebody that we know because he has a number, he has a name, we know where he is, we know where we station him. We can easily go after him. But these are guys who commit this sin and they vanish from the system. But we have to, it take time to track them. But assurance is that we are not going to allow this to go unpunished. Unless they flee the country. So long as they are around, they should be rest assured. They will have to, the law will have to take its course.
Enye no so na Adom TV Badwam kase no yemfansi ha seda ya wodia emre ne adaje wada ro matwen ye yemfa da bon krata no ne Adom online stories no ento so midi afia amankwa tamaklo. Yada say ya mwakwa baby me ya Adom TV Badwam na ugu social yada se pa umre no wadaje yada okase no so ase ama okra no nipadua se nenso na humobro no na dom no asumi no emienu so yada se pa stations ne do so nenso de abre bia no Adom TV na ode yada nyame hira mu nyina baako Adom Badwam ne de 5:30 wa mu follow no 5:30 ni abase Badwam ebra yede nwom sa yewie pa apostle doctor ni tekute goba no obehye Ukraine owie a na yede news no ato so nti news no ne yewie a yede de bonkrata ne Adom online stories no eto so edwumadie yi oman hene kwabna sante afia mankwa atamaklo there's over here wona wo hono ne do so Weber Mark Weber Richmond OPD Edmond and Thomas and Isaac and why be said designers Asempa and Osofija and sound ye Frank and makeup on so Florence and Lizzie Nafi Isaac and so my light into here and bright sound on Nafi MC also one mother mom dear 2 months a big production team. But just that, yenya advantage wo a show. Kwasinsia, a should Jinomo den any lawyer, Kojo Fojo, any Kofi Ampedu. Omuna yenya Kabuma, a Badwam team no. Radia do me anya careful, baby, no be afa, he come and mukrepi. Market time was Zuba Kofi and Nangwa. 2 no one. Tibe men are no permit yawe. Oh, shit. Masa na ya sade na wo ye na edise mi bisa ko se e dia na bi mi bus e dia na ya wo ye no unnim ni o ma bebre mi nim ti na mi busa mi se e dia na wo ye tie mi tie se mi se e dia bia ele ko peja yi excavators ni bia ni ma hu se wo jimi ehunu ni wonye hu aje ti be mo watch bejoso na ma ti sen ankopon Adom bibia na ne ko bibia ye fine e de nsuo ni gusu to ai is that any go ye flowers ni de ai kama said ye flowers say ye ni da so nsuo epete so kakre asaba prom na wonipa di onu obo se ne nseso adenti na ho be kire wo that's it we kura sa ka ho enipa na omo bo opose omo ye casket ama omo ni bo omo so na te palanquin palanquin so ni se ye di pa abeti se ni sisi yo ye di pa abeti so na obiti utim sa ho na do amen awurade nyankopon yakwa ye nim kura eti ho de omo ka we so ye nti ye ni won ne edi be hu ai Yes, you know where you know, and one I'll be home one uncle for a one person out of home, what you must have myself, what you foot. Yakuja Womukra, Kuja Womo. Today he has all your course, and it is and watch me 15 and 15. I'm watching. And what Bamu watching. I want him say 29th day, no crana, and then Janisi. Or by any money, and then will be a year watcher. Oman and cry like Central Business District or so, but try the surprising you could. I didn't know we say yes, one call a bicycle lane now. On only mean from him say I cry your bicycle lane do. It won't call she will be obisa no so no idea unya biwaha. Tina Bamwa because one no move 2 hours. To a one obisi debi, I didn't open uncle bicycle lane. Or call ya the enemy. Oh. Na say who say na ba mu bui 2 hours no anam nkran mu a wonya saade no na nso ye cars won sa nko bie mu nti mo ba mu ai den system no mo
na Thomas o kasa oba be sia mu na atra na moja tu na mfie du nsia
mfie du mienu
na all praise obeso Yesu
na tade
na no keke wo le ni pe block no you can wo se fata chok ba
ye locate no
of fire
enten
tu be wuram bi
wo be fam na Zakios okra Zakios
radio pa
na ya no maka ezi enum no
that was
Zakio we mi ko we Yesu ti mafudia.
Noble Katia way, noble Katia way.
Yesu ti mafudia. Maya. Zacchaeus. Kete.
Obrem. Obrem. Jana pa obrem bi why?
Ya room da dampo. Yes, shemu den.
Obrem bi. So important. The person catch your baby adan say abrabon obi ani ho obefa no mere. Fa she otirim sa say once I have a now you are ready to face battle. Battle be also conquerable.
Yeah.
Battle be any want me to susa. Fashion with Timusa. Now for sure na petrol ho na fe ko ni
Sorry.
I told you the Democrat and the remember my kwa dey ba ko ya adwin there. Motorcycle for the accident but too much. Motor for incident car see pimpim mo no so pimpim ni panati traffic is here. No one na mun temsa. Ka bi ni na so bi twam abati po. Na akofase mabanti mesre aban we share boss obe regulate that front of a motor bicycle ne wona etwi no baby adu no yentimi nyam hwade ye de hye pa eba betum yi hu nyoma yi utwi motor a se be uti se car eko tu so hye wo na se utimi di so oh and no other car okudi pam sa and almost every time yes almost every time titru omo ye kuria se omo de aduane ana select bi kon medika sabati bram
odi ambobi ka ejina so cross na moto no oyi afa
mesremu mo hwe fe pragia for no so no monfa the right
pragia wo you overtake
monfa the right
say we nipa ho a won
so monfa the right because car no ye kosi osu di me ha me kwa so bibia wo be so park bram na ko
uwie acha opanko a momi mpacha o ni wa momi mepacha no ntime service car ntime siesie de damage na wakọ so momi anto yebo ayi ora Henry Court ya no pembu mu chia papa o so kan mire bi no wo ho no sasa pragia ya bobo ya mo fa main road papa ni dika mesu wo mo kwa light bi ani ho enti wo se ade ebe mu wo hu se bibi di wani me ase akwan mu ayedu ena wo ben ya wo ma highlight na wo se se ka bi like bibi di wani me fa kwan no so still mo fa so eno so je se ye de abaye fo aba ana police aba be chew wonim so woni light reflectors ene bola car se any light e ye ma match na chini na nim esum nko a
moto ahodo no so nim do makofo abo ho apose for nkania na wona ma na
efra esa wani enti wu adekra eba se so se
and woman so a woman krata ni mo ba won Ghana nsema ahodo won ko ai
woman so a trotro a woman light eye akata one kakra ase ayi torch kese bi no de abua ni mo enti eba wo hu se ye trotro se ye moto until se bebe on kakra won se enti full car na ebe and then ye ade bi ye pese ni panke ye ho asem enti top bob ni bi asem na se 40 Ghana 80 Ghana
tie Ghana nkomo ni anopa we ahimachi ya gempa bypass no sa abubu ya from mo se nrura no se o mo di baby aye baby omuhwie gu ana ahimachi bia anopa ya chi nipa tu ho no se nkofo bi so atete o mo ahun se edwuma mo bi ni
no mu wia no o ma dwane ko nti ye hudu obehwie gu ho
me say me gina ho na me hwa mo sia na mo na de ne beba o trim ama wo kwaji sika fri obi wa fa ne ball na odi be kwa ko tua baby na hwie gu rema nti esremu ana fresh mo amoti potem mo nhwe mo so mpa alumi no mo nhwe mo yi ye kwan no nyoma na atutu afrim dudu na asa enema de fa so ni nyina asi ye jai sa community watch ne neighborhood sa ayini ye jai all those responsibilities
ade obo kwa chie
mesremu a moma ye mo ye community ne
assemblymen no
so ata say who kan assembly ni kwa dia enye papa biem je
no me kan assembly ayifo
na one older showman kwa no so a ye frɛ ba bi cemetery and the cemetery no omadua fa so nyina the shops asisi
enye cemetery bi
nipa igusu sie nipa wo ite funu a yakosie the fresh omadudwi ni nyina firi ho a hu sie bubu sie ne basa no mo si store anopa wi anwumre ekoso enti omu wi a na assembly na sabe tworo ho stop work now na
individuals na trust stop work is there ye hu no obu ho a sabe ya obebrim ya ni so enti no no akofa ink no all the abetro stop work
enti misre eba say na the bigger picture is that oman na lawless clueless obia te da sa brawa no man crash e ba sa emwa esima wodo atoje odo boka tem de ebre be my hokwa na no pay de bro ana online stories good say akasa be be
yes phone lines
e be be phone lines obi timi de atum but de me de nyina say na no pay utie me tie ni because aduane de ebusu ama obi anya sika onyame adum na hira na mo say all money pe na come da into across the length and breadth of the country and be to me city across the length and breadth of the country epoye atoye etifi baabia no o sisi miamia hodo bi ho no ma se wonam na se come de nko a just drive in and I walk in aduane bi a wo pedi no ubenya di sa branch no ono di 40 years independence square no a oye di BC serese wasade fufura ba say Ghana franena from the 1st of August
next month
or the brato August the day dika we
location na ya
we kuta onsabo sumini ba say August ne da edikan no mia bia obobo ho dawru o manim ba bia no uni bia onam akomode wuni sika komode wuni sika emfa fere kom de nim fere konna kodidi
free
na fi call baby
0302-211-702-703-704 0302-211-701-702-703-704 so fra Sami jina so da Sami wo ko no pe ya chia o
me de wo sumi ni aba ko pe ene mia o ma yin commerçant comme pas me sumi mama chano pe
Joseph
on a beaucoup de champions c'est quand je me sais au chemu ni on de bi abeti bia o mo bia fi chapa jo se me mama fi chapa di ma mo body buano no ma ni we de me se we bi shaw ka wo se wa tenenka
so would you cars and confiscated cars
yeah what tenenka
what ko body if you car wasn't
o ma ni if you could be sa se we ni say
wow
obuni ni kim mi nia basitari intina me could be sa car wasn't asset na me could be sa na asset o ma ni nya che we system ni nti abrante no mesere mo ada mo amu ben mo kire ni se ombre ne ho ase me said that o man you do nim ka wosen
yes
we nim ka wosen me rafu wo ka wosen nti mesere abrante no mesere no
okay yeah that's
it na mo break campon na ma otu yefo se wiase ebi mo abesin ko na me de campaign so mo ye bo na mo break campon no me do bi piase
yeah that's it papa yem kwa body ho abody no pay yem wache mo akwa ba
ya me de afia
yeah that's it yentie we
yo mpacha mo wache bi
e jo so a
ma gina so ache pa butcha meka
fache
yo me se mo e se me because organ ha mo ye ka am se ye ya sune e di o se de mi timi mu on se mo ka se Adom TV ya ko stop work we ni manima enti sebe nche o ma mu twetwa plot no e di makrofo mo ko si sada on enti o mo se bia hai ni suo kwan e bia ye si dan so ma
ye nimpa
e ba ko fa se ba
ye nimpa
de nipa ni boka e ko e de ni afi ya se demolish se de be de fa ka sakesi e ko bo de ni ya sa atwe
ye nim se biribi ada ye nim ti na Ramsia site ye bu nkofo dan go a ase nipa bone se bi na obi ye be ye nipa bone se mu
you how implementation from
ya ni ama ya ho kwan na nema bi say we've all been victims of this baby enso wo no o twama o ya aban so ya announcement say Ramsia site de okowa enye ye so obeko
ya da se abodi ye nko Sulemana ho Sulemana pe ye mo ache mo akwaba
Mon.
Ejo so would you am so and then the first time I met one count. O free.
Sanity.
Wow. O free.
Papa. Me ba this me tamla na mama fa munkata bataka de kana makata.
Fache, and then they nyame adu nyanyao.
So dey bia dey me TV mo so no so na dawo.
Mo.
Ma mi se won from station in dia grokra.
Yeah, that was it. Enti Sule.
Oh, manage mo program de dia sa me hwem.
Oh.
Nyame nka mo nyame mama honde. Mo fa kwabuna sante.
Amen.
Now go.
Nasile uka kameno uka okro. O ye ni, we ye ni.
Maybe a good new.
Oh, man ka gusi. Na wana ma fio wana kasa sa cha sei.
Oh, yeah, good. O te gusi.
Ami ti gusi ka. Na fio wana ma kasa cha sei.
Men kasa o de tie no.
Asule.
Oh, shia. Sule ya da se.
Ah, chia ka.
Forget it, want to be. Is my pra want to know. Me do saka one no pay mo ache mo kwaba. Saka one ya mo ache mo kwaba.
No, sister chairman kwa. Ani papa Obolo.
Hey,
macho man.
Eje me no. Akasa mahane me ina makwa vigilante plebo.
You don't call your friends. A patrol for Betino. Una do ba kwa vigilante. Amuna muka asemi che say yesora na pa bia yenka. God bless Ghana.
God bless Ghana. God bless Ghana. God bless Ghana. We are sure.
Unianum mabodma no pay. Mbesa bodma man abo. You can't get to Kankan. Kakra make and say, I think you are Midiani Saka one and Midian Yami Pa. I'm few ways. Sir, ne brother. MC or what I think you are Hanum. Honorable Pesa Yo. Madame Minyabema, a Juma, Akitesiano, Obono. Pay for Bia Vano. Yen for ya mum ni am wa ketesia no
no yada se pa mrana so yada se yen fancy ha
yen fancy ni gisem ba ko edi wi say
graphic
government releases 25 million allowance for assembly members.
Yes
members, you know,
yeah
allowance
ya me adom
allowance kakra
sa kakra eje di mo bro assembly asika bi ama so okwaye wo ko na emi wo ko sei nti sa ban e discuss ya ba ye betuo wo ka
Honorable Honorable Pacho, Honorable Assemblyman. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nti ya da base ebekoso anso munkoso na munye madwuma den no a muguso ye no kwadomonline.com nsam no de bebre ewo ho ni tichi no fa akwatia by election nyame ya adoma mpanifo ede ba beto edwane no wo adomonline.com na fe trasako pantan ana patan yes excavators and na ya hye ti no so badomonline.com and also ho yem fancy ha ye da say radio for su 97.1 ya chia momo kwaba ora Fred amom migiri yese oni ebusua na adwumafo bia hoye ye kwai padi ba padimochi odi akudie mo nsem na ba twa na obedi *281# option here 4 twani sesi 1000 Ghana sumo amofra ye no mesro so oguso hwe ye twani sesi 10 cedi be 550 Ghana ubon se padi beba na o number na peke ntem 1000 waje abuata so muntwani sesi na mobedi medi afia amankwa tamaklo faseda mama Joy Trish wonta di ba ko ne hyeme meni oman ne kwabna sante ye kwaba yenwie agudie mu nsamo eba no owie a health tips insomnia enna onna dan was me business with me laptop echi ehun sunsun so na bebre yentie sam komo do health tips so 5 minutes yenche ye kwaba
yes I am kwaba biem Badwam TV bedwam ena when go so ahwe na brewe do somebody awokensem ansam eyebrow na sadakase koma Franco trading enterprise phones papa fa efie enono na Nokia phones, Samsung iPhones, smart TVs, tabletop fridges, Franco air conditions now of course CCTV cameras nyina ohia bia boya so na yebedi nkomo na bia akoso ama na sadakase biem enkoma Malta Guinness de bia me catcho se wiase nyina de nsadokodoko ba ko a enuane dro ewo mu eye Malta Guinness ntia no pay me kanfo e de ama ene eye Tuesday kwabna ene abnada nti no me kanfo de ama ene eye yenya nti me kanfo Malta Guinness e de ama na bia cause na Joy News Habitat Fair second edition no so ewo ho na me bom nkomo na bia akoso sanso na Sempa FM Walk with the Stars, Asempa FM, Walk with the Stars, Asempa FM, Walk with the Stars. My bono makuma prince. Intina was who say a Jumedia, a baswa in your fedia gro cry, Bosumia be room August, need that also the Asabak or 31st of August 2025 here. Yabesha say, oh, more the forecourt of multimedia anymore 5 o'clock a.m. sharp on your now come and walk with the Stars. Only Stars and Ben Nantino no to say didi and boom. Now ye dia good ye be so a besha so until your fedia grow. Ye Nantino, near no moody, near no mucha selfie, near sign any more aerobics games a hodwa as our horn and your fedia grow. Intino, a sempa from walk with the Stars, dear me Thomasa, area fro Stars be a Wagana be no baby. Sounds na multimedia, Jumekuni na presenters a woman paying for no more who da TV so more what's your mudin or background in na obehuomo sadano asempa FM work with the Stars na wabana bia a share boom na bia fine tino mebo mu dodo na de ekoso ho na sai e de bra biom na no pay me sa Chelsea me sign Chelsea ena e benada enti me Chelsea e star 281 hash a star 281 hash and I benada de match intem and the main try last minute that be last days are always dangerous intina ne trying them na di intem na use if you na bibia and cost intina star 281 hash option number 4 star 281 hash option number 4 Adom TV and I'll be number of tickets na we try dey go mu na nsa bibia akoso dey abetwa ba ko bia no 5 Ghana cedis na ya tew na bibia akoso no discount go bottom 1000 Ghana cedis and am chew na no pay me din atinya me ba Bernard Padwotwensha CMF Women Africa Cup of Nations and Ghana ye last group game I share so and the Ghana at the Wobre Tanzania a bomb kuma and 9 ama Tanzania team back once house na ye group ni mo South Africa and so ye jumane kama de man Ghana wabra watching Mali so sibro me kama and 9 Mali team adabra ka ye 4-0 in favor of South Africa na yenkwohwe sana highlight ni koy and only somewhere copy more my Ghana Black Queens now so na yenhwe sana Ghana boy home modern with group ni mintini the road to the quarter finals yenhwe sana Ghana ye koy ye first match South Africa e almost ibrem ye almost ye boy come you know intimate madaraka na next game ye ni Mali ye koy 1-1 e ho na nra ye change Tanzania e bomb we kan na ya watimu back when this year the Ghana qualify to the next stage of the competition and nra I can say no ban we na by one the modern boss so any woman of the match Chantel boy e don't know sem to just in any and girls are winning your more Ghana no. And then now buy back on so be man who more dem bobe so ni papa Evelyn Padul abuy in the modern boss ni na be mo no so be chen bobre we brought to the third goal any man the Ghana and of course I go can say no e pan we no so ni ache if you say well die some nine so be qualified to the next stage of the competition after 9 years of Ghana you have said so quarter final so Women Africa Cup of Nations.
I think say players in there ya kasa ya hu bebre and we who say na ene yem for media go training ye ni na ultimate na each individual bi ano ahon den na ho keka wosoro and say the medical kan no ye win we no ehu hia ye sen obi bia because the previous WAFCON and that was 2018 and to pass group stage and we share the quality and individual ye wo ha say na obi aye good and we feel like you bet me aye ni eti because I know na ekoye eti we radio e de magana fo nyina e wo fie abusuafo ya nkasa ye ho e wa ase
me ma uska na no pay star 281 hash star 281 hash option number 4 Adom TV ma be che uska ni sisi 1000 Ghana cedis flat me de ma mente 1 Ghana cedis crown fee so eti me show trap now bibia this can see na yenhwe de corner yenhwe Ghana group nim yenhwe standings no say na group C na Ghana war na the kan South Africa 7 points plus 6 goals where Brian Ram what Mali bomb can I went to make smart bracket and of course Ghana etosumi no enso nya 4 points plus 1 goal and no share goals do 9 no dey enye fe dey agro Mali etosumi ensan wonya 4 points minus 3 goals and no because of goals na Ghana do no e no and no dey etosumi no as Mali 4 and I say also nya 4 points and Tanzania dey omo giant in Tanzania omo bon modern yo because on first tournament omo boa a point a woman no manya point no with Obia said defending champions South Africa and enye fe dey agro and no and mo try to we bra wonya 1 point e wo honom ti see the Ghana are qualified to the next stage of the competition ye Algeria they be pem so the quarter finals. Yes, quarter finals fixtures no near Senate because the more the papa. Immortan. Now, Morocco, and Mali, and another person, a crucial game. And of course, Algeria versus Ghana. Algeria, and Ghana, and another person. So, Samson, Nigeria, and Zambia, and a former Black Queens head coach, Zambia, Nora Hoptel, or no, and a coach Zambia, Bobuko, no, so I was South Africa, and Senegal. Senegal are your best top 3 no back. I'm on fire into top 3 no groups no or the top me and some best Senegal na top so into the Senegal I qualify or no any South Africa and the prem so I was into no. Any the film Women Africa Cup of Nations some the bro and into the near the Ghana any Algeria this game heading but you say my one number bo more than na we are akos so into yenko WAFCON minutes na yenhwe ne there war at the moment.
Yamau Akwaba Edoba WAFCON minutes.
Ene dia yehwe Tanzania mabawa bokuo kese no na wona body na wode frɛ won Twiga Stars wo me under Tanzania Football Federation no a ewo Sikafa ene East and Central part of Africa won tenene ana won coach din ene Oscar Mirambo fiti sabre no a wodi kan kɔbɔ WAFCON no bie 2010 die mu no ama wo firi mu yi mu akansie mu no won kɔ bibio de bepem afi dia ɛkɔso ɛwɔ Morocco yi na Tanzania mabawa yi wo mu ene Ghana ene South Africa mabawa no ene o group C na Tanzania mabawa yi womo ene Ghana mabawa Black Queens emodi nyina akwakoyepe awo afi ebebrem mabawa bobo agukansie kese a etodwa Morocco no esanse wo match edikan no wodi ntwodi tia Mali wabra Mali mabawa no hye won eka baako a wantimi antie ana wo match etosomidu no womo ene South Africa ekwantipenko a obi ahye ne yoko baako na nra ana woni Ghana Black Queens no esi wona kan a etwa to yimu akansie no mu a na no adin yie pa.
Habitat News Fair Clinic no any other man on him says to draft from the Friday 25th of July bosumi ewo me akopim the Sunday 27th of July ewo EcoBank branch Tema Community 7 traffic light nasi honoma and I'll be share mo na oni o matwen ko na ibi akoso ntino dan be na opɛ ewo Habitat Fair na so ba honoma ye no betwen ko na ibi akoso na Franco Trading Enterprise of course phones papa ahimfie and on phones be na opɛ Nokia Samsung iPhones smart TVs and of course tabletop fridges, Franco conditions, any other band, only and treating commons. CCTV camera said the whole boto camera papa party, and your camera anymore soon be a dabi, or buy a house, say, only a betting common. When you be na be a cobo for your office and be a na be a coso sansona, only a betting common now, pedudone to an answer, opebaco pensua, only entering common, bet me that bro will fear na be a coso 0246 422338 0246 422338 and answer 0555 939311 only entry common be so for more like I say be men come mortar Guinness inside okodokwa enwani dro any mortar Guinness make am for e dey more na no pay dem be go bo na woni wa ho de no and boost more na bia enkoso ne de na e benada me cheuska and e kwabna ene abnada ye ndi agro ye cheuska ye star 281 hash option number 4 star 281 hash option number 4 maba e draw ni zia me baba e ni zia kwabna member studio na me bema kwabna e say because na Tuesday nti ndi agro ene e kwabna ni abnada nti me ne kwabna ana asaba studios kwabna me ma wache na no pay
me just padi
na wapom ti say
Nyankopon adama
Asempa FM work with the stars
of course
Asempa FM work with the stars
nyame ya adumu a
31st
all the superstars
of August
next month
next musumi ye be room ya
da etwa to
ya Saturday
superstars ni nyina
what
so enumtoni so sinitwani
yes
say ene no ball like they be no ye obi a footballer obi a musician
politicians
political celebrities nyina kan uzo obi wo ha bi kura gese o former MP
yes
o former minister ye former president wo mu nyina e superstar ye no mu nyina betreti
ye dia gross ada no
na sada no de na se e ban akra ha dia ye je e dia boy
na onim se nyese omuni oma be na tikeke o e dia no omuni oma to se didi
se ye bisua de e wo yapomudi se mu nyese bi e ba be di aduane bi akeke sada no healthy food
yes
and e bobo modern ayi de edidi se be ya uni oba bia wo nnuane a abibi a opeso tintinu mpom no obedi na aboa ma so wa ho de nsem no agya brani pa
okay Evans, with a quick one. What's your Chelsea? Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
See the award in England. You are saying, Tima, Papa,
we've won it all.
See the match. We are saying, Kappa, a continental. I mean, I just say, be a creative.
This is new.
This is new. The overview of the Club World Cup. Say, preparations somewhere from day one to the finals. We'll take on it.
First of all, Miami Federation of International Football Association, FIFA, the organizers of this particular tournament, Niemo Mabaso, already Eddie Gianni Infantino, or ne executives in before Kenyan, or one of the US authorities, Jumadia, or US Montensono, Utims are so any pa, Nina says, so here Quanya, in terms of security. Ahead of the 2026 World Cup, Kessie Baso, USA, Canada, and Mexico, we acquired the piloting. And then USA Maninya Quenya say new format of the FIFA Club World Cup. Sa Club World Cup we so be at say ye baba born to say the national teams the airborne no 4 years. In the airborne 2025 until 2029 no sa competition we unya bio. The not be able Club World Cup ne assessor and na near friend FIFA Intercontinental Cup no now no Real Madrid etimi no it is a Chelsea imagine the new format of the FIFA Club World Cup. The air pilot in the Tojo USA ho so we point US president already Donald John Trump on the budget for in terms of security on board Modima Gina Branier aside that in terms of the stadia and then on bed you su Edia Bibia because and one Korean you su at about 2026 World Cup the between your USA no and Bibia course ye almost we say no stewards about say no almost New York police department, Okopimo, New Jersey, and the Akikan Bibiano was on point. And in terms of branding of this particular tournament, it was top notch. Aside that, we media, Juman Kasa, of course, the zone, money FIFA for Cambo Mua, the publicity of it, of course, when you say other, media networks, multimedia, social count, Utim se Bibia, Eddie, Mamo. And in terms of the competition, look at say $1 billion at the Atuswo in terms of set Kalaba, Obetimia, Chelsea, Arini, or the crown, or no less than $129 million. In terms of the revenue alone, so $140 million. It tells you, say, and Omama lucrative commercially at the end of and then one say in terms of the competition, you collapse in poor. Obetimaka say in the pecking order, we are football now. Many of these clubs, but because of the FIFA Club World Cup and Painful Trimu, and maybe 32 participants, Abua, Amane Auckland City, or Benya Sika, Mamelodi Sundowns from South Africa, or Babenya Sika Accra, at least $12 million be Elkona Kache. It tells you, say, Painful, Ebuama Bibia Kuya, in terms of say, Yebua, Ama spectatorship, start in Kuyino. At the end of it all, now Tim Bibiano, Etima Frenty, Paddy. In terms of the organization, FIFA, I will say a big one up.
Yes, and of course, the president of USA, Donald Trump, and ordinary money ever touch military. And as some back call kind of manager and so see football, we are seeing now boom. That's right. And of course, football there, it doesn't matter the political party or announce BBB affiliation, be out China, football bank one there. And of so for the finals, Chelsea no being himself Chelsea there, go for under Retium Sanka Chelsea and but as a Chelsea fan and Osha a Chelsea boy against PSG. 30 seconds. How do you rate Chelsea team?
Look, I stood here and I make a choice. Say Paris Saint-Germain, they were winners in advance. Why? Because if you look at the kind of team Luis Enrique Martinez Garcia Lucho, Alparedi, Eddie Juma from the UEFA Champions League, the League N, Ebe PMU, and so all the air can say they know FIFA Club World Cup anymore. Honestly speaking, now Utimi said more than one or so, Chi Intershare 5-0. Chi Real Madrid 4-0, Bayern 2-0. Like they considered one goal before this particular game. One minute Chelsea boy. Pepadi, what happened? We saw Chelsea man to man. Formation there 4-2-3-1. But so we saw defend here. The diamond formation 4-4-2. And mobile. And Utimi so PSG or attackers on be powerless. Aside that, team bomb in terms of attack, team supplies. Ashraf Hakimi, not Pedro Neto, a Danny defender for Chelsea, or Mumjana. So I think say already Eddie Enzo Maresca, or the boys, they got the antidote. Our meeting with stop Bobokoa. Your friends say Paris Saint-Germain, though ahead of the game, they were unstoppable, but clearly Chelsea, Ebomodi, Eshe, Omuyi, Hawa, Omefaso Jumano, and look at Due, the Dembeles, a branch Eddie Mark Kukureya from the left back position. Everyone says I'm renting you and Yadio Bia, Bitmania, Quenya, Nasebi, Omenya Haban, Etimia. So I think that Chelsea, on my idea, I didn't give them the chance. So meet Magic Club World Cup, but the Omayi, a Chelsea, already did it to Bully. Said the years to come watch your Kunkunimu, okay, come out to Sempano, a trainers and do a training more, Jichemu do back on. O can say one master or Baba be say near deep for name Marano, it's a number of Baba Shemu Kena, or Baso be for Fileno. Todd Bully. After say Roman Akadjevich Abramovich, now Odin Walker for Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. Russia president ma ye ton boku no e de ma kale consortium no Todd Bowley achese obaba beto adwuma pa no so ama Chelsea I win some club and they are the first club Oman winning the FIFA Club World Cup abakosem kese and in England ukopemu the English club for now Oman winning every trophy in the world but about most trophies won in the century 21 club will be a male.
Medasi Evans Kobina support and congratulations once to you once again to you
Chelsea for na
I mean come home be a fine of course Asempa FM work with the stars Asempa FM work with the stars Asempa FM work with the stars eba bass untino get to inside Afro BBA will be on 31st of August 2025 year the forecourt of multimedia near Beshas here now we are also say BBA bass ebede ebebro na ntine culture say work with the stars only ombra ebeto say di na BBA and course me ba che scan this year me ba che scan this year me ba che scan as like say Nkoma Franco Trading Enterprise and of course phones papa fa nyina ahemfie Malta Guinness in Dre Womono and I was on Yagubo and with Muna Bibia cost and Enjoy News Habitat Fair second edition clinic as well Babaso Friday 25th Ekopim Sunday 27th our EcoBank branch Tema Committee 7 traffic light Nasi Honoma your branch no Honiombra no near Machine Bomuna Bibia cost 2025 idiot Abaya from continue draw no sia yenya draw etwegu into 5 4 3 2 1 Director yenya draw no 180 wedi obedi na wedi no ntino de ne nyame asone so wedi scan no 0531 630 blah 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 so 05131630 ono henene this can go on the account man ne momo ne su su intina kase obefa ne call na na atwen komo intina sada bi enkoma Malta Guinness and of course when him say Joy Habitat Fair no enye say ye ba ho abedi agro that be what they ba obehu nyama ye wo ho because a dine to and se na obebo homodin wo business mu ni nyina ye be kire wo intina second clinic e ye ndi agro intina bra na oni emetwim bom because 25th to 27th Friday to Sunday your mouth 2-3 solid days now oni abetwen komo na dia ope piano onsa akana ne watwen komo ntino ye catch us bra na we oni emesanso na Joy FM invitational tournament no so baso on the 7th of August ntino also ba na oni abetwen komo amanya ne ntiasem no we na pa won hello good morning
sir
chairman what point to say
Nyame adom pato mo so sede.
Nyame adom so bibia boko e wo ha na ye fro say.
Ye fro Moses o.
Moses o fre ana say o ka se fin.
Be ka se fin takwade o.
Hey, tadi orokodo.
Orokodo pa.
Ano point to remove them ewa.
Anjao.
Na awo azeno e bande no twa he na etwa no so process na film na oteden.
Oh, process na nya de na ya pa. Ana kama
na ahina edi godo
me de 100 Ghana o
etwa 100 Ghana
enjao
nti 100 Ghana no field ya we ezini mu a ebenyan
oh menya na me find 900 me menya
oh funny da na de 900 enya standby be bregu account we one
bebre
na de ezi abade
but the boss of but by your number but the boss of this guy did but they are mad
okay eto ade tinyamen kan ho ye be say draw no crack kan ho ntino I would etwagum dem a ehun say oti ye be say did the second draw no and so thousands are yes amount ai
yo masi
from Takra yes you that's pa na no pay yes into Moses and this kind of straight from Takra yes into no and this kind of and Abraham Monkwa na me dia wokesem no ansem medina de nyame ba Bernard Padibotwe me sorry so na sister Fia and health tips etwaso
Yanenso mo akwa Badwam TV Badwam health tips so aha na edi nkomo 5 minutes edane bia edwoada na ya hyase na bena ye to so na ne na wochi ye kasa ni gina insomnia dog abone tofa de amaye obi ontumenna koda kete so abe press abe hwe na ade asache esi condition I friend insomnia faseda no ma endpoint homeopathic clinic Fred Dr. Duboatin fan is our personal doctor Bibia obejo so ya bibia hawadua ofrena obeboa na otwi mu ama no hokwan a oni yesuade afa insomnia ho entuni of netiebi na 5 minutes de obetimi atie na wakoye waduma yedase so ogebreshe do organize na ase yento aso na yenhwede na ekoso sa insomnia no
yo medase eno a omo amantie ne yakase insomnia yese sleeping disorder obi a obeda ho a wontimi na ade e ba beche a nani kum obi so wo a obeda oda ye no ano within midnight be 12 2 nani ti a wontimi na biem ana obi ho a oda obi betima pressure wontimi na ede ne ye beka sese nipa no wanya insomnia na no a ye dika ye sa kan say nipa da se ni one na kra in a day no uhia between 6 to 8 hours of sleep.
Empanimfo anankura
enkura kwa do hunya na bebre so wo akura fofora akura betima da be 16 hours a day
sure wadasa na wo mekura te
yes omotimi da be 16 hours a day nti wonyine no na sorte nti age e ya ade a itima ena sote na me no mienu mfi a yadue no time a ye betimi ada na ho ye beka se yetimi nya enough sleep no eni se ye nya between 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So it is a want to mean that number of hours of sleep no yes when you be a friend say insomnia and now what that one now person would that then none man a twas why is when you be a friend say insomnia and no my cover by the door so obi wo wa ade e cover ni insomnia e ba no e yo no an lifestyle time or dida etutu sisi obi wa na obeda 8 watch na obeda 12 ade e chi obeda
or said there need specific time or
specific time adan you will be a disturb na bia no you fit be circadian rhythm anybody say ni wo clock anybody say ni bia wutie mi bia obehunu say wo sole 8 o'clock wa say what time what set what time 8 o'clock wa wo yes ade no bedroom maybe tuni off the time no na wo jai alarm no a ebebo 8 pepe wani bete
ntwa no kura ti se mi se bi ebebo 8 kura na mada ti se mi pie bi na ekobo mi 8 a wo se na manikum
no manikum eti wona bia no wo clock
na adwen ma se ma adwen ne sa
sanity enti obi wo disturb na bia na clock no enne 8 watch na 12 anyway in just anu a say nipa na butuma konya bi e fe no se insomnia ni bi enna obi wo a eye bibi okokonom ye eno bi ono no the side effect of certain medication obi wo a na coffee ana stimulant bi obi a energy drink bi no wonom e be kan adisturb wonder ana obi wo a woda awia woda late pa bi abesa 3 4 5 pm no wada esa no ana no beso no na honamdua no enu stage a o se honamdua na yemra o se kokoda eno sa na betimi afeto na mmom we mu nyina na ye lifestyle de a hard be medical conditions here ema insomnia ba ya de a say diabetes ya de a say prostate enlargement prostate cancer and also prostate disorder ya de be can say kidney infections it me de sad de friend eyini ba it me de insomnia papa de enti de ba na say so be or diabetes or prostate disorder and also kidney eyino a anadwo no betuma jonso more and into obi betuma jonso be say 10 times as na ade ache
okay
it wo so de akwakodwo nso no o enane yese eba no anadwo so aka na udami ka akwakodwo nso na waba ntade be che no ubon se 8 hours ana say here also wunya no wo so wanya mu be 3 hours pe eto aso a wanya bi e fe nze insomnia it medical condition it make of aba obi o wa na mental condition bipolar so ni obi o bipolar pa edu anadwo a enom ye hyper
okay
obeka sasa ma ade ache wo kasasa chokrodo wona enti obons obi wo ha na wo nya adwemu yarewa depression anxiety bipolar say nipa da sani na nadwo bo say sani pa no untimin enti obi ntimin na nadwo a it is possible say a medical condition obi Parkinson disease yade ya awoso na honam dua ni nyina awoso eta afete omo pa
okay that was so
yes eti sa namu yade ni nyina no a medical condition awo any medical condition bia no end point to be particularly yade bia how bia masraw anopa ye ni nkomo ansa na bakọ adwuma wako number ni 0244 86 7068 0244 86 70 68
yada Dr. Duboatin ase nenso de odi ama ye ntimedofo ye kwori animu a na ochena no de chien mo kono obete niema asenti se wo de naka no ahwe kwan obefa so a wo betua sa na nyina ka nte sa dog ka che se ono ankasa be fine time na watch ho kwan be so a kan ye ho ochena ne number no 0244867068 endpoint homeopathic clinic wonder romanti ene yedi sankome ochena kwan ho de wo ho afia amankwa tamaklo ebesesha. That's ya mwakwa baby me Adom TV Badwam na o hwe ya da so mre na wadaje a wo de ma ye nyame hira papa pa health tips no ene de na usua ye me hwe me ma no entwam nkosa akeke o na me ka kire o se tete mire bi pa na etwamu no wo be hu nurse kura no bra no wabre anka mbeso wo wura mako hu doctor ene de wo to hwa na de atoa wo to hwa na de atoa free consultation 5 minutes pe uchem sure china nyankopon ya adoma ya kan ye nche ehu ne se ye tena ho ma mo 45 na mo da na excuses ne do so ti ai na 5 ebedu Friday a whole topic any ye treat no insomnia ha dwen untimen na ti ama wo aye se body na anyi eye na no awla ke na misro da ene do wo nko na wo twi mu ebewie no behu de nti a e wo so wo da ye nyina ye de naka better no watua opportunity bia benya no dakakra so better be na body na you're refreshed, young and beautiful and handsome like a doctor I'm about to introduce. Wasi wenya say but me hwe na owa nini nti frɛ Dr. Duboatin 0244867068 ochina sabre ya sa kan ye ho na ya wie bia ha wadwen no one no edi enkomo midi afia amankwa tamaklo majoy trace on tadi kama fe ne boys ni nyina atuche omo se fia so watade no nam se majoy ko Instagram ni Facebook omo ho atade bia ombenya bia mo ene ebnada onim bia ebnada bia nso after take bits no ye Faith Homeopathic Clinic one mo ba ni be dia pomuden komo free mama sa do mo number na to ho se free bibi kire wadwen na no makasa umpe we na opede free o free doctors mienu ene numbers no doctors numbers onko a ene ho dogs anopa me mamu achen
yeah no yes
na bibi aboko de
na be no pa
happy birthday in advance
thank you
ochina doctor Kokubuate na woda achina nyankopon ya adoma na oka ne age na me hwe no body no bwa but enya kese bia mbusa enya kese but
Zaleti.
Nyame shira ododo
Amen.
Wani mu nyina stress bia ni ho secret ni e de a
Stefia nipa bia wo se dedi kan nyame se de edi kan nyame ana aboye ho ban ana afi so ahwe yi nso ka ho ne bia wo se wo hwe se wo be hwe ho yi be hwe ho yi afri abrabom nyame bia hwe emo nipadua no nipa se wo de ema nipadua no
no ye enti se wo de wan tehwe kura nyame bia emo nipadua no twu ho fri ebi te se de ensanom ne nubone nsanom onum nsan ya akokora mi wa 35 wonya steady jansan nom ese wo nipadua no WHO rep wa we unofficial WHO rep o nyina free faith homeopathic clinic me na mo say na hoboko na research no dey no mo gen
anyoma ekoso
ekoso
anyoma ekoso dey kasi ye kari na wa ha tese e kom pra bebu tese sometimes you heard the same crank akra because health issues na economy
and also wa body wa shede yi o
ye kasi say that come mami wata sisi me
maybe you
baba oyime no efe no mami wata
bema no de mami wata
mami wata
intwa no so e chiri ye beto so adaroba apart from we mu nyina echi ene asembe ne ye ka
is the via me enchia na enchia wa hwefo ehwe Adom TV se de wadi ka no eye Faith Homeopathic Clinic eye asoye a sabi nipa pomden ho hia ye papa nunti okoye branches ni nyina wo hwe doctors ye adwuma o nurses ye adwuma o a nyina ye tu ye ho asi wo se ye boa magana ni bia pomden CPS ta nunti no kwan nyina sabia wo se ye fa so ye yare mu hwehwemu bia no oba ye tu ye bo asese ye be ye saade no na ye hu ohawa aba ni padua ni mu ankasa ne mawo aduro ye homeopathy no a ebeboa atu ase ye hwe this weather ye womu eye awa abane ade na stefia nyarewa bebre na yi ni ti wo sa weather we mu na nyare a ya na hard enkenka ye the aged people ye maame no mo mrewane ye papa no mo kokrafo pa ye arthritis eye mbiewu o confantemamu a o msi mbiewu mu yare dompe mu yare eye ade a in fact etete ye maame mpanifo no enye omonkwa there are some young people a omonso no fasa o hawmu na o hwe arthritis ya ye ka ho asema ni nyina no eye dompe mu yare eye joint dompe baby a dompe ba ku mienu ehia no o joint ho na ya na saa o haw no etai eba ho no mo na ye hwe this arthritis ya o hwe is the one of the leading cause of disability e wo man mu a ye kaze obi wo ho no mo a sebe wakadem oti wheelchair mo obi wa ontumi enye hwe enye se bi a sebe stroke bi na aye no na mom eye this kind of arthritis here ye kan ho asemu enumu bi ana nipa na nya ene ontumi enter me kai one of my patients obai because of arthritis it step ya wa chia saying ana ne mu asa ko ase a chese dompe na won ne lumbar vertebra ho no mo no ho ana wanya this kind of arthritis ama nipa no deform no obi asebe oso wa nka otinu mu no oba wa ko ase no wasa achia because of arthritis and very painful ana osha hard dream bebre ya maame ba kwa etaibu ndi maame eni na the same problem no so o si doctor misisi ni nambogo so na misumi nam takrade wa chia aye enene by the grace of God oba faith to me particularly maame yatina odi ho adanse arthritis here you mu so many types your types bebre but the common ones aya na comfort enya osteoarthritis rheumatoid arthritis and gout so 3 types in for tenya pa two bones osteoarthritis no mostly your friend wear and tear two bones and nipa and joint no in between the joint no your will be or your friend cartilage na sa cartilage no say obi wo ho no ma pressure juma o ye obi wo poma de utumi use ne sane sa bones na ma ne joint no na cartilage na o no erewe obi wo ho a o ye kese mro so bones exert pressure ewo ne waste hodom no tubo nse na ama cartilage na no na no so we obi wa ne knee no na ne cartilage no ewe eti this kind of osteoarthritis normally no aya na when there is a pressure on the joint na no ana kofa saa arthritis etumi edeba ana ye wo rheumatoid arthritis no so no ye nipadua na nkasa ye wo immune system a no na wo senka akuti anyare wa bia eba ye nipadua nim asojafo mo boye ho ban no omo atumi twa omo ho akuti aye etinubo nse na ye cartilage na wo ye joint no no start say or destroy no ana say or say no eno na kofa saa rheumatoid arthritis na no na aya na normally awo basi ye nkrofo tight pa especially that rheumatoid arthritis no eno na aya na ye kan rheumatism ni ade no ana ye wo gout eno de ya na ye nanso ana ye nsa enso ana apo no so no ntubo nso bi etumi ye na ne nsa no ko akon na ontumi entini mu ne nanso ano etumi ko na ontumi entini mu ni nyina ye form of arthritis during this rain season no enkrofo tumi ko ya mu bebre eno ana ye sre o se obi wo na se wo saa arthritis ne bia Faith Homeopathic Clinic ye say emano how bomodia se obetu anamon na waba ya so ye honum se obanko ade a ye bebo modin ahwehwem na ya hwe the type of arthritis na ya maw the kind of medication a ebeboa na atu sa oha we ase sebe se pain etise den ama omu akwa obi wa anadwi eje se or the bandage ebo ne nan ana se ne ba bi ye ne ya ansa no nya relief and ni nyina no ye ade a nipa anase pains a nipa ekomu a ede wo hawba obi wo no because of arthritis no affecting the sciatic nerves ntu bo nse ne to ase ni nyina no bo nse na etwetwe no otenase bia just was original obi won so okokakra bia de se otenase ni nyina mu no faith se bomodin aso betu ana mo waba na awobri mu a dompemu every o joint na every no yemwa na yentu ase emfiri ho no mo se de be ya oso no ubetumi afrisa oyawe oba ye nchen a ye wo machines bebra ye boa physiotherapy machines ye wo machine be friend na atara ɛno no sɛ yɛde to o joint no wa ɛboa reduce inflammation bia ɛwɔ o joint no because this arthritis no the inflammation any pain ana ɛde it no sɛ oba ne yɛde yɛ wa reduce inflammation bia ɛwɔ ho bia na aboa na ama pains no nyinaa no afiri hɔ no mo mesrɛ fa number yɛde to dwan na momodia sɛ obɛfrɛ yɛn na otu anamɔ na waba yaso yɛ bia ɛbɛn ho oba akra ha no mo a yɛwɔ ɛyɛ so utuom ɛyɛ Antieku Junction udu Antieku Junction abo se Faith Homeopathic Clinic your signboard is wa ema direction to the clinic udu Kumasi so yɛ wahenema kokobin 18 mu hɔ no mo a ɛhɔ nso no yɛ bɔ adwuma wɔ hɔ dendende takrade nso yɛ wɔ Anaje police station adjacent the police station or Faith Homeopathic Clinic yɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ udu Koforidua nso yɛ wɔ Poly Junction ɛyɛ Landry Medical Road ana bogo so no yɛ wɔ Old Aseda ɛyɛ boga abronsa no achi hɔ no mo a fa number na frɛ 0540 710 940 0540 710 940 and answer 0547 578494 frɛ na yare biara abetena nipadua no mu no ɛne ani won komo na yɛmmoa na yɛntu ase no
nti Dr. Kankambodu
dewa ko ya pa de sɛ odofo da won chene so arthritis intino still na wa won't me nko
okay
hard zanke nim sɛ nka oyira na oku da nche dia nka oni awot nko sa papai and so arthritis so mu a omu ku da won nche omu yira da won nche ehye wo bitimi dia ma ɛna obi afa ne sɛ otu na wa na arthritis ko kontompo because e bi ho a na infection kra etachi say na doctor kan onya autoimmune condition bi a it's mean my body cells no any antibodies na attack wa oni pedua na this condition na ba ko bi e spondylosis and no e so ukon any spine no na ba be so lower disc na o chi say na no na wan show ya sometimes so na nipadom wo baby security na circle obi di wani ma hwa because na dey atofo ma offer and so sa no nante o kwa no akon ne mu amana be yeti by force and so nipadom gram nti yade a hard na awobere mu no nim say enkofo dey trigger omo hututu omo hyehyɛ ntoma na nim sister be growing up they dey ba esa mantam ho no asa years sister they arthritis at the year no and unti no fanamba no na bra Faith Homeopathic Clinic and found ne said the old na kwa kodu oba yi obi adi over Germany because of arthritis because she became immobile to me nothing to me never see so a man premature retirement but oba Kumasi a obeti Faith Homeopathic Clinic oba no and ne ma me no come back to Germany I didn't adwuma man abrofo na je o musem say e din na we yeah arthritis akọ your number near 0540 710 940 0540 710 940 and I say 0540 578494 0547 578494 yo Santa Maria Abuya Junction here dia wo dia na ye bia arthritis any ya bia ejeju bia no de ba Faith Homeopathic Clinic e be som na yo so etimi akomo se Kumasi na wo hwe dia bra ni makokobe 18 mo ha
da se papa party Faith Homeopathic Clinic na yete won kana numbers in the doors on screen na se fa e bia be frɛ bia doctor for no lines no omo no e be kasa mama Faith ano pe ye chia pa didi ye se bia boko mayen komra mo ba ko bi ho ye ba e beto aso
that's right
yeda se pa omre no wadaje a ode maye mani somo dodo se abribia musinkonya ehwe ye tie nsema yede eba na Dr. Penny Dr. Amin Bunsu enso agene adwa oboa yen etene nkana enye ne se do tie no a nti de waya bebedru ni no ompeso no nko na busua ode aya yare sabie ya ode ji tie ne nso ebeto asom the last week kasa fa stroke ho said the infidia wo makra eboa no eno nso yebesa de evidence ni biem aba doga no pe mo ache
ya na
bibi aboko de
nyame adaroma
nyame ase adwuma mu so boko ayaresa no gusu a ekoso
nyame adaroma
na wahofade de fedodo kales no
medas
fatao pa
medas nyame nchira
amen amen edase di ye to aso ana na ye ka de
okay there we dey hwe ba yare bi hamamfo your friend hamoid
as a koko
I don't friend say koko no hamamfo pa anenti no be ka ho asem mo say hamamfo tim ka operation na ya hwehwe yi resela enko no hwehwe enti ya be ka ho ne mum ansa na be kasa no ono yankopon ye danase okokoko a wonam yeso no fa yeso samamfo yina yare de ko America yare no bi ho a chesa wo sa na okura na awose a chiw se obi a wanya prostate cancer pa stage 4 na ya catching so obi wu America na Presbyterian so for be catching say Russia ko amen na ampa ya me hadar mo man na duro acha wo da fidie no so no the next 3 days no nante wona ho so bi nti wo hwe yare wo nyina na wo mo anka ye ha wo mo awo na ye titi wo mo awariem na mo fast na nya awo a ana chronic disease se free witiri se kopem no na so yare a che wo ho bia wontimi nya bia ne nya me fa yeso no ye sa na ye ho aton na ye de ya me ase nti yeso na se on tonko so na on fa yeso na on sa manfo yare da yare de ya obi be nya ne free yare ba na wotete ti tim se yare no a na ya ni agenti de ya me ase yeso na so on tonko so no on fa yeso na on sa manfo yare da
na ni video we mre
yo
me video imra ne ba ye ne dog beto so
wo she we mu a yango ba daroma aba chiro yare na sa tutia na sa prescribe medicine na wo she we mu so no so etitu kama organs ni na nyame adaroma na titi ni na free so kopumo na se na etitu
mimi anu chifo hospital mi no bonso na mi wo he obi a wo pe na ho din ne yi won bo modern won bra mi no bonso mi ba ha no mo no mi hu na mo eye mi ya de ha me ne mi bibia no mo do mi to machine so and machine ni shake mi ye pa Captain Smart ka wo mi ati bi mo manje ande na mo ene da man kasa ma be ya witness ni pa enti no bo so nya me nhira no o ma no nkoso na djuma no enkoso enchese me da mo ase
Is also first that in the night but is it at all
papa ya di bia mana bo ma dwene me ti ase so to bia a o ya bia mo mo di so be di
papa on kwaso
me us have what madam no era nwa cause don't want to be crowd want to be crowd what wheel mu yankopon da roma se ne nkase mu ni ade e ma me ba ko no so saa na the same time so no koko di on friend say koko yi and so hadwe
and koko no wo so anu so ba machine mu a
oba machine so on say machine no organs ni nyina eye ho adwuma
okay
and a pain pa there I say o kondom pain kala bi ana say bi amana yanzu sa so no David we ya da so if you tiri so kopon na ase no eye ba bia adwuma enti ba bia ho chiru bia yankopon da ro bo se na
okay enti no ya dem for how many hours or minutes
sometimes it depend on o yare
condition no
enti obi o ha e bia maka so mo man 30 minutes
okay.
We are 35 we are making the money 20 minutes
okay
it depend on yare no ombashe and he say fruit so kopon na say yes we kidney we liver we knee we he we be bia memma yom ayamra ne kura de mo pa mo memma mo ayamra no yam ni ama no so ma tinka no kofom no anu so aboa mo pa nti ya besere say we say amen there dada ya ba ya che ana ya sayare mamamfo ho de pa mamfo a won sayare eko over 30 years ni a wo se me ka say over 30 years kura no a me fa say mi kusu ade wo brochire ba no ana be over na me papa no a no hu wo ye wo ka say na nabunsu a no bia ni no eni nti no
and one force we are sending Gosia. No, I don't mean no. Aha, but or pushing me, Anna, Yamadarma, Yokosia bought PhD woman. And to the fair private mind, or this science a pa, but I be dromo dear, and amen. And I say, yeah, I'm a mom for one to woman, and will be and Tiame dear. Apart from say, yeah, Sunny be no. Ope doctor, yen you school. You school grass actually mom for there. Apart from the school, no, I actually midwife for one nurse for and so registered nurses and alternative medicine. Anti-science there, you training doctors in the brain. Toba why doctors in there, or me a good or me a perfect. Me I me train on to selected the best. Aha, and Yankopa Daroma, in Ru Papa, of Shin Rua. War army. Oh, but one thing is, I was army, need no be any abonte.
Okay.
When you because so say, I don't know. Ya rebi or ha. We get the party same popo. We yariano. They rate ya one. Be obanum 2 spoonful. One's banum 3. One banum 4. Ha. Anti. Unya expert no jina no hoa. No sayaren a bois. Because in no so far Edinson and so boneba. And in the empathy, I don't know. Tambia antina. Your branches in the dozen. Tambia na obi wo ha wo kyerɛw wa show yare no wo hwese ne siko any wait ni ahwɛ ne amodo nti doctors ni ye good ana ye no so ye good ana yankopɔn adaroma ye de environment no so ye good ana fidie obi ni bi wo Ghana ha na South Africa ha ye kora ye pɛ no wo so ye nya sesi pɛ ye pɛ bi aka wo nya bi nti wo frɛ ye numbers no wo say maybe a video no one on bed direct to her. And today, my catching a moon and say, Yari be a ne ya can't offer hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid, and on my friends a cocoa no. Ya Jemma Yari, but yet, and yet, open set unya hemorrhoid, no dear. Once a offer or 2 Sebio or 2 can be a janabano. You will vince go, I'll pass all the watch, Opazuna. Ha, a chairman for now, I say. Yes, Uncle Anna dear. I told I announced new doctor say, "Chiroma dear." I say, "Where the watch it wa?" Obeya 1157. Sana V no walk yakwan. Aha. Na say V no a teacher. A reference that take a buy a manable so because of stress be a dear man. A man a buy a manable. A bit maybe internal and a bit mama while you are there outside. Aha. And then I say a pushy. Na yasi koko free no me koko free entry no sa entry no na uze nyankopon ye bibia valve bia bia flow no e man direction na e kwakoma no aha no valve no bi no anti activities no na ma flow no ekoyie this what transit na pressure ho a and so the back and overweight and pregnant iphone woman no so a bit me at the aba constipation. How chimbebre and now say we may be a frequent or be on your constipation. How call frequent a janine and to them be on pressure no and so our ho and I did be a stress beer obesity or a casino and a stress and I would try a honso check uncle John and beer about check be braid to win money no and stop you every got a wobble be braid it me distress ho. I tell me a bind. I did be a bit stress. Overweight. Funny my yana chairman for bar. Yes, over 5 years. We pay ya there. Mem pay just say,
straight. So you know, Kakra.
Now we do go to January in a pija. Nina a bois. I'm a winning in a buffalo. I'm in there. Uncle Panda would or bar. No matter how, men can you praise him brown. I mean, Nina bit me a call. I'm an why you know. Yes, I'll beat my breedier, say, one beat me breedier, no, I name no traffic. Oh, and do who is Ano? As I, ya, do I need Yano, and Untimocra just overshot a fidianum. I don't know, Yaria dear, a fruit so, a couple when I say, Yaria biara, ya dear, a fidiano so erboa, or that's what I natural Yaria. A chair in Via. Na anwa so a prescribe na say to aka ho na ba ko no say side work to mu no a fruit so kopon na ase na asaw yare nyina anim ti no se wo pe Said the mekan sen yare and no so yanya only 60 per and away branches. Your branch is 60 per and I'll be near into but so afidie na apese obeda so dia ana say a branch be bia na apese okwa with the friend numbers way 0 2 4 4 2 2 7 1 9 2 0 2 4 4 2 2 7 1 9 2 ana say 0 2 0 7 2 2 9 5 0 5 0 20 722 9505 0245 27 5254 0245 27 5254 Enkraha yo minu yo domi down wa wo ko rewe no ho no bon street flat wo no ho ye wo ho and now ye wo wo do peka domi de no St. John's wo faka wo so ka me
said omo fa number no kra omo nya direction no
ma ka ba ko pe ayuba ya let's be clagon let's be clagon o ko under bridge no because we do under bridge no ni fanso and o for under bridge no so ashama ya after under bridge no ya fa bonkums ya oba bia do the offer number about director ya ma be the time was
ya da Dr. Amin Bonsu asemeso fa number no na unso ko the daso na miemia yi yare no na sansa yare
mama won say Allahu Safi ya me ni yare safo do the oba na obo mpaye o si ya me ni enso ye bompaye tawachi ni nro papa ni mfidie no o bon say ya me nti na Allahu Safi ya me ni yare safo kene
eno sa tadi nti bibia sonko dog ya dase na brema kwan na your birthday celebrants ni na ye de sia seda ya odi apa so je bre sheye na utie dog nso me sure so apeke number no free na bibia hawa one no eni nkomo midi afia amankwa tamaklo majoy trace on tadi kama ne shemi na Frederick Opticals bomani no so ho bai me ko ma me boatma ye krado odi ahosepe ba se midi kanso bebo hye so betwa ubedi 10 CD star 281 hash option here 4 star 281 hash option 4 twane sisi siko sika na ubedi 1000 twana ampa ho ochenya me yesa abeto so nti me ko maboatma ay krado
asem yidika hinna beka akwasi insia commander 6 karo sedi etie
ona odi o to asafrade so ade nyina di bua na wie wonye ya ho to so ya rehemu abrabo mu nyina enyankopon ade ho ato ne so nipa onsusu ne adwenbɔ ne bebre na so nyankopon ko agina se ne begina e ka osefo ne nko a ka ani magu ase e ka osefo ne nko a ka ye nyina ye gina pan ya ye gina yi na so se memeni asafrade maka me ho ntam se me hyirawo tinye ne nipa be ye ne bebem anopa fa gidie ni akokoduro epie konyuma so kodwom mane to tim se nyame na aka ne ho ntam o God has sworn by his own name say wo obedi ye bunipa ensronipa yema nyame nke ho ya na montuo mu ni adwemu nya fan bibi epese ye bia mu medede akwasensia asemi kabre na edro sem na on a sad note mame fa arosem entwem fire akokese nkoma the former minister of finance onmonya for set Sepe, who is currently the economic advisor to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Nano kwesiadai ene nyane tiese ne hokani Mrs. Deborah Ferguson Tepe. Ada ne benkum so America abrochi memo. So na wo Tepe and the entire family. Yema yako. Yema shedding. Munwie ne nyina nso yenwie bi. Onya mfinhia adwiesia miensa 63 years. So Mrs. Deborah Ferguson Tepe
ya modi kan de be kan sa sama no your man a bobe atu amaye obi no obekire bo betu sala kura koye to be no obekire bo yi nyina mre so ebekọ ni akoye jefie nyame kan busua ho and I pay a dibina. I click my mind. Kakra. The rate of unemployment in our country. Especially uzeka unemployment because the 2021 population and housing census by Ghana Statistical Service. It shows about 38.5% of Ghana's population aged between 15 to 35 years. So there be a maka say any idea ema investor be about kromo a washe. Na dwuma na oba be sin for how long ebet me surviving. And I make sure graphs about show for IMF4 graph plot me on my year. So between Europe, US, Asia, Africa, the country that is going to suffer childbirth near the other. To a maybe a canco and a mabru ye womb. And quada FFI, ye bodachi papa dia toward their momo. So if anything that has to do with youth unemployment or seeing in Afan say a national security threat. Nikwasi a can tum. Nikwasi ye din ewo ho. Or see a car copim sempen to one more to ensure say a see a year a real period the amaye. Yes, and no credit oko man be aswa your mebru ba kumini and sabia enya juma. But the question is the rate at which a year mebru ni juma yan a year too much. So it's nipa no nya juma de an woye. Nipa no nya juma it's de an woye. Trade crack as and sa enya adwuma bon sampo ne pa ti akwara so no kwankwa anwia so no te one namfofo spa dame so akwara ne be ye dai na sabio watimi apema konanim da bia meka se ne emma bunu bebrebe na pese o me free Ghana na ye se what transses is sin one shot, but I wouldn't be on mining can con air corner. Won't that in a year? Many is our British. I shot was a mobile $1 million off a mobra. But one can say to him, say, Ampa, send your man air corner. That's in the yakakra. But yene. That's why I always continue to ask, what kind of future are we building for the youth? That chimbe ni ejadiama enchirima. It's a man here when I hear people talking ill about the 24-hour plus economy initiated by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I think the best thing you will be able to me I say, so only be biakanwa kawanutum. Shut up. Kawanutum. Your suggestion should be a quiet bit to me for Swabua about the 24-hour plus economy. No, are you successful? If it becomes successful, if it fails, Mama dear Benjamin Freeman. Namin Pewu say 24-hour plus economy. No, a failure. Dear Vasoba Pana President Hama, a Benjamin Freeman. So it should be yet for your interest to say. And so you better bet him your tie a chile by yam. Sir, I dream pa a bumpen for a one, a bet him your dear Maye. Assuming the 24-hour economy is able to employ half of current amount for year Juma, the number of employment I create to a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Try the president when or power 24-hour economy no entuma. Tip Excellency John Mahama.
Materials and we import refined finished products. We ship cocoa gold, timber, and oil abroad, only to repurchase them as chocolates, jewelry, furniture, and fuel at a far greater cost. This model does not serve our people. It has never served our people. It generates foreign jobs, it fuels foreign economies, and funds foreign healthcare and education systems. While our youth remain unemployed, our industries stagnate, and our import.
Okay. So to what His Excellency Eka Ewa was say, the more na ye did a near me ye raw, say ye gold, say ye timber, say ye diamond, say ye silver, say ye did echo amano, ye creating new man the ma amaya would dry the echo so. So it's time say yakasa Daniel because the moment up what the any addition ye become piano, it creates another employment. And we sick and talk ill about it. Why? Is it because of politics? Mama Daily Graphic and a publication. Now this Daily Graphic and another publication of the buyer. Employment measures have not worked at University of Ghana. Also, Matnasi as steady and she say ya abanya who do abba and you come to ensure say you be creating employment yama or mayi and mabunu. But plans ne shada enya juma. Plans ne shada emfa. Why? So I can kratana. Was it because mabunu na adene form hono ye fa sa dream policy na moto se pese tu and creating employment mo ye you mo fremu. Thinking say ye empenifo. So the yeba jama mabunu no. I will continue to ask, what kind of future are we building for the youth? Are we building a future without their consent? And I refuse to say, baby, no, so we can think for them. Epia na nkwa ye nie, emebru ne pe. Ebia na nkwa de mabunu no epe eso to na so adwen say oh ye betimi abuild me be e de amomo ye betimi be e de amomo da bi. Let's involve them. Let's involve them. Ko betimi afa so involve no be e say ye ni mabunu no eni nkomo. Ye no mu ni nkomo. Ena ba bi wi ase pimpe kwa no adwuma be na betimi aba e betimi support e mabunu no. Well, Baba Fe Mame, University of Ghana for conclusion. Okay. So report now a Daily Graphic at the Bayano. This is the report and this is the conclusion and recommendation. The study shows that too many of Ghana's young people, particularly females and themselves without a job, a situation which has been the subject of much intellectual discussion. One critical area of employment which requires an increase in government employment is the public sector, which is severely understaffed, particularly in the sectors such as education and health. These sectors can absorb many youth. Finally, youth employment programs must be audited and evaluated in a transparent manner to ensure sustainability and to determine the extent to which these programs achieve their stated objectives of providing decent jobs for the youth. We're University of Ghana. And penny for. It's a penny for not answering Yashe. And it's in Maburu when you may available. Now, almost kind of Akuba said, so we share a benjamin, especially a teacher for any nurse for no, and a health workers no, and your baby to me a father do na kuku. Now reduce the unemployment. But see, oh yeah, the sounds one. Then you look at government budget. Already, yes, spending about 60% of your sikayenya on a compensations and salaries. It's say Ghana ni bia kotadwuma na yase pese ho ka na mebuafu no. It's not because me direct interest free mu. Aban payroll aye chok. No kre no no. Aban payroll aye chok. E kwan bia nim. The next avenue ni say you be creating an enabling environment. So na be the private sector betimi a creating enuma e de amamabunu no. Do you know, sir, where mama a food and agriculture for graph no? That my food and agriculture, okay. So this agricultural growth rate, 2009 and 2024, may rely on 2021. In 2021, the agri sector grew by 8.5%. Let's say, when we from 2009 to 2024. But do you know, say, a new a critical it is sorry. Let Emma Bruno Greek, Emma Bruno Quia, Emma Bruno Quia. What kind of queer and a dima Brunaye? Is this a canny as so a queer you are? Is this a canny as so queer you are? They might not be interested. It is maybe a make super top them. I'm a queer that me bakama. But the padodo ne queano, Emma Bruno said when the Jones said, or bears that kind of queer na. That is what the University of Ghana pen for air catcher say. You perceive a critic aquina de ma and Mabruna. My aunt, none them near you, Mabruni from free. Let's involve them. Let's bring them on board. Sebomusu adwentre. Yebisom say, send na mufi see na ebeye ye. What kind of youth employment and interventions they on my way? How successful has it been? Now the current ones, that's so running a why year. Finish them new free, so free our quaver. So after 2 years on why year a payroll, we finish our quaver. You still come back to ground zero. A quiet bit to me for a bit create sustainable jobs. And the amount for and what's some year came. And then I bet you say, honorable Eugene Boachi entry. Former Subin MP said his praise said his Excellency Jomama will fail. Now MPP to me about power. To me, it's an unfortunate comment. It's unfortunate. I have said this without time and number. Say, any political party that wait for a government to fail and say what to me about power, no, when you're serious. When you're serious. Any political party, yeah, we team point and say, "Abanya otesu enfeli na binya akwanya mrado." When you're serious. Also, Bagana for Chebeka say ampa. Ebi a John Dramani mama ye 24-hour economy. Are you successful? But maybe could a sanche we are a bit in your page 24-hour economy. I could do some pen so say. That was a good choice. Mama failing. Mama failing, you're not failing. Ghana, you're not failing. So, at the present, Mama, if you went to Nyano, one buying Bob, yeah. Near said when you saw Honum. That is why we have a lot of uncompleted projects. Oh, yeah, you know. I can put it abandoning failing. If your mama face and you're not failing, you're infantry team and you're Ghana not failing. Ghana and not failing. We can't continue to do this. The unemployment in this country is serious. You two one and more neck. And the ya and you need the biaka and the day. If the 24-hour economy to me, I'm a mobile bread, me and your Jumaya, a quaman a bit to me for so a bena, and pass it to Pono a bit to me repay. And only a drink yet, and say, Ghana, this sherry beba, and yet a drink say, and ye, and never fairly, and then Kosia, it is dead on arrival. And Mabruni Perjumo, and Mabruni Perjuma. And now, sentiment no routine for say to be okay. Was a Ghana for the com ni yaw and a twaba. A yadientia, a jumo be your benyas cadino, a pinio. And Mabruni Perjuma. That's a fact of the matter. And Mabruno a Perjuma. Queer bet me first to be a Jumadiama and Mabruno and a more to share. And the job this should also be sustainable. And then why you didn't fish you know, not if I'm free. Number of people you really more our napco. And we say and then you permanent jobs. Tia say ya petty picture say as ye bibi but ye. The challenge confronting us as a nation. If 38% of your population age from 15 to 35 years, that's also your banner to that's and far. It be work in nice. Ye nyadi a bit me ye mebuno aye engaged. And now some Ghana prison for statistics nam de ma no. 85% of about 14,000 inmates in our prisons from age 12 to 35. 85%. 85%. Or so money yam shishaying. Say about 14,000 prisoners here were memono. And more how much more edge or what and num. And in Mabuna a death fiase. Wonder cancer, we found that area poor or some to me. So I ask myself, why am I do a message to me? And you want more? If 85% of Mabunu, the bracket of 14,000, at me, I could then a GFE. Now, some of do an answer in your quanya, a Britain almost so airqua. Why won't never car a best is your man? Now, the arrow, yes, some corporation, when you fish, you know, anymore 55, 50 as some Hobagana over Yeding at that age. If I saw Ben as Sebio, Ghana Benya Fruits at that age. Point a bit to me for Sabine, Mabuno or Ghana should be our top priority. Should be our top priority. Senabi on me engaged. Ye engage you. Etiminyam said I know that here and that start them down. O cock Ghana in baby pa Mabunu doors when you fear sentimentem. 10 was about so could see rehab or honor. Cornea cost was sentimentem, so I know yaying. You make you now call Ghana Prison Service or more website, then you know honor. Year on year, Mabunu outdoor, you do Mukone fear, a moon man and memma. Now, summoning in our upper, a buffalo doing in a year before. A before some pimp come, Nadeba, Tia Simon, you was some kind of want him. Yen created Mamma Bruno. Yam more quenya from Mamma Bruno. Yam and yet that is say, and pa or mine, and no crana ain't see ya or chinnaby by ye. They just want to know that the future no are bright. Then they work towards it. But future now blay. There be am kasi Yankopon na onkan ho. Omo ya kandifo a emfa pesamin kuminya. Ye ha onyina no no. Na pani bia so de pesamin kuminya ya ade bia wa ban bia no because of his money in dache. To no ko aba form ni se sia begu ne bottom. Because nim se wo free sui o ma dache papa bia nim. Omo ya kandifo anyamesuro nipa ho do beto akoma so. No, you not say you be pre obu ni obusu yanko ade. O mai kwabra santia tra so mai boko de.
Akwasi nyame adom bibia kama.
Ya me ase.
Had now come on here dey.
Me come about youth unemployment.
Oh, okay.
E mebure ni adwuma.
I see.
Mebure ni adwuma.
Nti wo prescription bi ade am nyina say.
You support the 24-hour economy. For it to achieve its intended purpose.
How do we support it?
In the nyanse bi e wo bi e betimi ya support it. Adwenkyerɛ pa bi e betimi ya support se ne be ye a e betimi abam no and is ye hwɛ. It's not about it's dead on arrival.
Aban no my 8 points bi na ogina ho na meboa.
Yes.
Do wa kai anopai.
Makai nyina ho. Tina meka sabio nimdeɛ ne nyanse ni ba akofo nkwantirim. Ebi obi so te baabi. Os o da bi aban nya opeso odi kwadi bi aka umma ne kakra de fa ha no mu a ke bi aka be nya tuba ha ko be nya wan dem ka say adwenkyerɛ no.
Okay, so it's not dead on arrival,
no.
But we have to look at the realities of the 24-hour economy. One of the biggest bane demand and supply. The other bane also the issue about power, you know, and then the other aspect is also capacity.
Yeah.
So obi any how underestimate an economy that runs 24 hours. No, you cannot. But the readiness and preparedness, even though as he create, you know, Yeah, maybe there are a lot of questions that needs to be. I think maybe specifics areas in what you know. Maybe you be there holding a cuckoo baby back.
Okay.
And son ya twaso kakra na fe. Yeah. But government should also give it the needed attention because it was their lead campaign message. 24-hour economy. Until there's a certain impression in the mind of the Ghanaian. Say, I said, Bibia I Ghana ne ebe run 24 hours. And almost had 133 every. So I tell you, for instance, I always use Jefanko as an example, baby at the one. So we are running a huge abattoir by a 0.5. It is our buying, you know. A bit me a boy, I'm not sure. And government has already indicated that a private partnership na hajun was more.
Yeah.
It is a Jefanko. Kwambe na ebe faso ebe timi na ban aka bom. Na ibi kwa no pa, ibi aba ewia, ibi akwa nyumira po aimachi. Our demand is there, honestly. In fact, sometimes the demands from these major hotels in the country, we can't. The challenge we have is a namna, these two things. If I'm Kuko until maybe yes, means a challenge in this country. And Kuko because hotel back could demand and quantity me Emma and Coco off. So I am wondering how we can really balance the act. You know, we need to push money. Say the usual Exim Bank support media is not a 24-hour economy because clearly a buyer catcher say we a private entity biana so almost so as a go there with your proposal. They will come and supervise and be convinced that they can support you, and then they will give you the push. Where the challenge has always been is the political connections connected to Exim Bank.
Okay.
So I say if you are not really politically aligned there, or penetrating the percentage nana form. That is where the challenge has always been. Bibia or Ghana Biana Trimponia Pape. Nkukon 24-hour economy. We have frontliners, quiet people who don't even have the capacity. But because they are politically aligned.
Okay.
So it is like Maslow. You know, the history of Maslow.
And also you good.
Obia, what babia, nipa nya home for Subia, near party for a check or man centria. Don't wanna. So it is. A good initiative government feels that Maslow is there. A barber wow, the Koji car, netria car, yaje, near a quay. They require me a party chairman, but make that is the challenge. The 24-hour economy are buying any deliberate about pushing in more power. When I say power, all what constitutes a 24-hour economy, running on the engine of power, electricity supply, and the cost. So important. Yes, sir. Yet you are not done, but Ebekwaku we actually na Ebianko way na fe acquire problem. But I support it. I feel that when we have the requisite a year in place to push it well, we will make some achievements. And yet the Omabijina hub of 40 Milkaka they rally 25 they will just port to port. Already no money be doing a job that now on the account. DVL for the farm or more a kind of say a third gate or shall be 24-hour economy is Debbie. And no dear, ye pay proper, feasible 24-hour business. I run out and said, this is it. So what I say, because me that's it.
Yes, me that's it.
That's pa say bibia ko kama. And I'm here to be share with you. We are back. My man Cow said, I feel when the last leg na we were big game Jumedian so 5:45 and yes chance na no da. Me paying you are now 53 years old. Oman Hinedu Boache. I miss your birthday, but the good thing was that the legendary Kwame Dinkra was there to represent your interest. Oman Hinedu Boache Anope. A belated one. You are such a great guy and a wonderful person. Happy birthday, belated to you. Eti na nkono power minute du onu numpe na mada wasese so oni ye chance ye na onu ma power minute du na enu ma oni atena be pen sa brewe. Payfo atras, a former deputy energy minister, member of parliament. Ewo Ono de bia minim se Jackson ti da na refi no afija kwa abre. Ti ono na ye mrahye bedwane ogina ho ma adehia wo no wo afija kwa abre. Waba nimnafo Collins akwaba
Yes.
Pacho Bibia Boko there.
Oh, Namiado.
Ibia Kama.
Biaboko.
The last time I checked, now we had press conference, Janamba. And I know Nakasa.
Absolutely. Yes.
It was about what?
On the energy sector. Energy sector.
We have a challenge there.
Oh, it's not about that. The press conference there, it was about the, when you say ENI.
Yes.
I announced, say, I'm drilling,
I'm making gains.
I'm do commercial level. And, you know, I'm informing government. And the energy minister released a statement, the energy ministry.
New oil with the Indian farm.
Yes, but unfortunately for them, you know, I'm releasing statements, you know, I'm for credit as a party.
I buy no.
I don't have a problem. I buy when it was. But I felt it was important, say, you can discover oil within 7 months.
And say clear that within 7 months,
absolutely,
you cannot discover.
Absolutely. So we're hoping, say, statements, you know, will acknowledge
the efforts. Draw attention.
And I may draw attention, say, the release from the ministry, you know, cannot be entirely the case. Because obviously, you know, the oil itself, it was discovered in 2019.
I agree.
It was announced publicly.
So now I get the angle you guys come from when you say that government successes are what Chokono now cannot be entirely his efforts.
No, there are some you cannot take away from them.
There are some you cannot take away
from them. There are some. I mean, yeah, $1 near 16. Dollar was about 14 officially.
Yeah.
Before we left. And a dollar.
11.
Bank of Ghana is talking about 10, but black market near 13. If not for anything at all, you can see some reduction.
So you cannot take it away.
You cannot take away from them. And then you have to be honest and say they have performed well with that aspect.
So it's not about what they have put in place, but it's about the
point is that maybe a CD strength. Of course, there were some things done by the previous government, but you cannot take away or more effort so much make it within the short
So
period.
I want us to just be comfortable because in London here, because most of the time the argument that is put across by people from my party is a system no one.
I don't do my argument like that. My point is that when it is good, you give credit. When it is due. I'm the gold board about. I want a problem. I have my own problem with the gold board. But you cannot take away the fact that there's some liquidity in the system on the basis of the trade in a gold board. And there's nothing wrong in admitting that. But of course, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama himself also admitted. So by number 2 reserves of about 8 billion. And on the account, the other account on 8 billion. And Obianim says city stability is not just about the gold trade. It's also about your reserves. Which means that the previous government left something for them. So His Excellency himself has acknowledged. Say, Obaya number 2 about 8 billion. He said, do 10 billion. Let's say, only about 2 billion in our account. That's an acknowledgement. Say, the previous government did some efforts in giving you some reserves. And now you're comfortable. And then, statement be about platform on the floor, say, more 4 months in import cover. Of course, yes, you're going to 4 months import cover. But some your money in our Badwam city, no. But I'm saying, say, you cannot take it away. Say, they've also made some efforts.
Okay.
In getting.
I appreciate your sincerity. I appreciate it so much. That's the kind of politics that Bribia Daye prays. We all try to do it. So thank you. But Bribia a cool party.
So far, Biaboko, one of my very strong patriots. Seidu Yaya, and then a birthday.
Oh wow!
Seidu Yaya. Yeah, or Danase.
Oh wow!
Quite a strong patriot. Me Manawodapa. I wish him well. I'm sure it's a weekend. Yeah, conference no. Onyamre no ba Ibeshia near Dinkomo. But constituencies Ayaboko when you be in
party.
Party you must all admit go through a certain process of rebuilding. Share results in the Bayern and the general elections. I mean. I'll be dishonest to say everything is okay. But party BR go through that kind of process. NDC went through after 2016. Many said, "Oh, NDC more." People even thought Sam Mahama is finished with a 1 million defeat. He was finished. Everybody thought so, you know. But I'm going to take you more time to rebuild the party, and I'm sure your party also is going through that same process.
There's a big difference between they are rebuilding and you're rebuilding. That's one I think that you have to.
Like I say,
In your rebuilding, but in your rebuilding, there seems to be no discipline.
It's just 6 months. Don't worry about it. Up to now, some people I
am worried because I am worried because we are stakeholders in these two major political parties. There are certain things that we are forced to comment.
Of course.
Because a potential government in waiting.
Absolutely.
So if a party through the neck give directives, for instance, yeah party yesi jina yesi yenko abatu owo Abelikuma North. This is neck. Until they make one say, Honorable Collins Adoma kuye campaign oho. Yejinemu.
Well, first of all, make sure that Medina or boy is
no. Sorry.
No, I get it. They are not viewers now get that impression. But of course, I may tell you, upset now, we share a party for India. They don't even know you near them. Some people are still coming to terms with the fact that we are not in power. And I'm going to say, when you lose an election, the first 6 months, 7 months, the first year, who share will be here? He said, everybody is talking about who to blame.
So you are still in that stage.
So there's that stage is there. So you see people once we get a leader, immediately you start the once the leader is elected, you see gradually things will fall in place. But of course, as Obiaji to me say, the party is going through a certain process of rebuilding. They be advised, I mean, say, let's the party for Casa. Papa mean ABA or MPP, meaning corporate Akunya. I have to make sure, say, I look nicer to the voters than him. In the process of making me look nicer, I say making sure, say, I don't make him look like otherwise, immediately I win, I have to polish him, wash him, not become home. In washing him, it may take a lot of time. And and yes, I can someone a bit difficult. And that is where they be advice even the leading contestants. And because me general say we can never be president. Now so me bam so way onim nyansa bia. Me akoto aba na we ni. How then do I go back to the Ghanaian people and say, oh, last week you know onim nyansa.
This week
but this week the nyansa na baba. It doesn't work that way. It's except you're careful with the language. You know that say we are coming together can be easy.
Okay.
It can be easy.
Okay, so no question modify President Kufone Nanado, please and Kamu and cancer. Is it true? Because
so first of all, I think Nana Dankwa Kufuor through his official spokesperson and on the Facebook page.
Or the
Abeto said and some Nana Kufuor say he has requested for a postponement of the date. It's not true. Or no, as a person, it's not true. Indeed, this Saturday I'm told say Oniha, but obey a virtual message to the party folks. His Excellency Kufuor, I think, say General Secretary. Say there's a petition from his end to say reconsider the date of the conference. But I know more call National Council. No, I think say the Padudu na dwene you almost say we should go ahead with it. But as for His Excellency Nana Dankwa Kufuor, he had not made any request of that nature.
Our implications be a party this one when the president, former president, who is a key person in the party.
He's not just a key person, he's the person. Kufuor is the person. I mean, Obi will name the history of the party behind. Is the person. But Manko National Council, I don't know exactly
what went in.
But His Excellency President Kufuor also believes very well in the structures of the party. Our opinion say even Saturday, although he had requested for a postponement, this Saturday he will also be making a virtual communication to the delegates. That should tell you, say he respects the party structure. In as much as he stands tall amongst everybody in the party, really.
Also, that the mouse with the old children, because we have MPP in common. The old show or Kabaka voting could now old show.
Oh, my saying, stakeholders. Oh, democracy. It's not the other weekend.
Yes.
Finally, a strong MPP. Very good for endings.
Absolutely. Yeah, so finally, so you are for the bottom top or top bottom? Which one?
I'm very clear in my mind. So we need a leader as quickly as possible. I'm very clear in my mind. Say the party needs Obia. We can all say he's leading us into a battle. It has to be done as quickly as possible. That I'm for. You know. I'm sure Saturday will put to rest the processor.
Okay.
You best them to get that leader as quickly as possible.
Okay.
But I'm for a leader as quickly as possible.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And Honorable Collins now, I can say I think we don't have much to talk about when it's the MPP again, but this is from the office of the former president. Let me read it out quickly. Honorable Stuttgart Brekum West Embrem. Is for immediate release. The attention of this office has been drawn to two separate publications on the Tech FM Ghana and Ghana Web, alleging that former President Akufo-Addo sought to overturn the party's decision on early primaries and to postpone the January 19 MPP National Delegate Conference. For the avoidance of doubt, we wish to state emphatically that these reports are completely false. President Akufo-Addo, who has been out of the jurisdiction for some time now, has not made any such request on the party, either by a petition or by any other means, and he does not have any such intentions. Clearly, those behind these publications have an agenda of their own, which has nothing to do with improving the fortunes of the new patriotic party, and is signed Office of His Excellency Donald Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former president of the Republic. So that's it from the office of the former president.
Yeah, so he, as I said, and then the question he requested for any change.
All right, thank you. How much you got?
Oh my.
Papa Brekum, so I acknowledge he represents my interest, but it didn't the more friend. Dixon, but Honorable Stuttgart near the friend. Honorable Kwabadi.
Oh my man, oh, Michelle.
Tomato factory, na kodi say?
Oh, yeah, a lot of work going on.
Brekum so come.
Nyankopon Adom. The good people of Brekum West are solidly behind their member of parliament.
Are you pushing the agenda for your roads?
Oh, sure. And thankfully, Gene Sampa has been captured under the big push. And other routes.
The big push near there.
The big push, you know, I buy where you need to do. So the next 4 years, you best spend about $10 billion to boost infrastructure, all sectors. And this year in 2025, the focus is on the road sector. Until a number of routes.
So year of routes now am the big push now?
Oh no. Yeah, a big push in a 4-year program under various sectors. But immediate sector we efforts here attention this year. Afibia never focus on a particular sector. This year it is on road. And it may interest you to know. Say under the big push, a year Sunyane Techiman road has been captured. Under the big push, Techiman Mwenchi has been captured. Under the big push, Mwenchi Bamboy Eko Wa has been captured. Under the big push, Jene Sampa, that is Brekum Sampa Road, has been captured. Under the big push, Nsoko Sekwa Eba Sampa has been captured. Sunyane inner and outer ring routes have been captured. Enti be focus on Bono area. Enti Bono in general, very good for Bono. And of course, the almighty Jene Sampa Road, a very, very strategic road. Enti I'm very happy. Beyond that, the internal roads kakre wo Brekum West. As I speak, contractor move to site and support town routes and is doing excellently well.
But
I mean, about
you're careful. Contractor was site.
About 1.5, about 1 month ago. He's on site. My co-inspection. Maybe be a drains near dear giddy. Or Juma. Adom Junction to Adom Town to Berby, Ebisase, Kolenke, Kantanka. Okay. Now you're close to that loop. Okay. Also, contractor abandoned that year Juma man a year Juma. But the expected completion was in 2023 when to me anyway Minister by Parliament Busa Mwasem and warning letters have been written. Termination notices have been given. We expecting the contractor and either he goes back on site and I say you better repackage your new contractor. Yeah. So in terms of routes on mine, we are good to go. But on mine, let me tie in. Me buy na kwesi asema or kano. Unim say a World Youth Skills Day.
Okay.
And talking about skilled youth and mabunu nye jumanu nyina and a special day. 15th July of every year, UN observes a World Youth Skills Day. And it is very, very important for a reason. Because on my Oshe Ghana, we are about 60% of the population are under 30 years. Mm-hmm. That is very profound statistics. Over 60, about 60 are under 30 years. Out of which about unemployment, almost about 20% are struggling to get job. Now, Omaya and Mabunu, no, the future of that country is doomed. And the skilled youth, the children say, and Mabuna, Omoya skilled, their chances of getting employment are easier. Mabuna Omoya skilled, not only they will be employed, but they can also be employers because it is by gaining skills and a bit my entrepreneur. Now we work creative, you want to employ others. You were skilled youth, skilled labor, non about driving innovation in agriculture, in ICT, in all sectors. So it is very important, say, as a country, you take skills development very seriously. It is on the back of this. And at 2016, President Mahama Sata converted polytechnics into technical universities. Mo mandate kesia pa ne senka o mo be focus on skill development. But on my sadly enough, yes, the technical universities and also do na follow the traditional universities. That is the sad aspect because the mandate of technical universities, skills development, hands-on approach, technical trading. But they say, logistics, entrepreneurship.
But your government is in power. Are you giving it the needed priority?
That is the problem. This is a conversation we should have as a country. University of Energy and Natural Resources. One of its kind, we share mandate or more focus, mission, vision. The whole of the West Africa sub-region. University a shadow focus on energy-related issues and energy. And so a engine of the economy. The former Deputy Minister of Energy is here. And come focus into energy-related issues, research, any idea. And so a bedroom who said, na etene abeye to say other universities. Ken UST focus on it. And that is different. But the Ken UST more yet is illegal now courses are humanities are more so it is about time to have a national dialogue. Now you focus on, in fact, my year technical university for years, almost 20 years, technical university. That is why I'm so passionate about technical education. TVET is critical for national development. And on the occasion of World Youth Skills Day, yem kai hon asomai say ye befa yen san juma skills development, technical development very seriously. Now yen empower your youth. The best way to empower them is to help them develop their skills. Develop more skills they can find their jobs and they can create jobs. In fact, now the focus is not to be employers, not to be employees, but to be employers. And they can only do that when they are skilled enough. Inti idea SSA as a oman yehwe na yema yadwen ko ho. Finally oman I'm say mebo menu MP abaso. And I think this is how we should do the national discourse.
This is how he does his conversations.
Yes, and that is how we should go. Amamuo ntoaso. It is true. Say to me enka say gains are ye making you na ye buy here within 7 months. Some decisions or mo take here. In fact, enunti na see here te here upon gains inflation are drop to say around 18. And Fitch has projected say in the coming months it will come to 15. Yet who impact no straight away, it may take some time. What I'm saying is economic decisions I will be taking instantly and I be the benefits of it. So as a country we should appreciate say maybe a credit to one we give it na are working together. Some decisions they took Badwam economy no ko ebi nso ho a so obu take here no so e bia anya negative impact on the country. By all in all we should appreciate say amamuo no ntoaso obi e bi na obi abetoaso, and one person cannot take all the credit and cannot also blame the other for all the wrong. So we need to work together. But the most important Honorable Dr. Eric Afo, the chairman for Economy and Development Committee of our Parliament, a profound statement, our floor of the Parliament on the state of the economy. And for me, Enra proceedings. In fact, debates, deliberations took almost 2 hours. That one statement alone on the highlights of the current state of the economy. Which may have playback and I think the other chairpersons, leadership of various committees from time to time should brief us. And the economy, the outlook is good. There's
hope.
Oh yes, outlook. My inflation at a point in time in 2023 hit over 50%. Now it's hovering around 18, projected to go down further. Before we came into office, we share international rating agencies, Fitch, S&P, Moody's,
improved.
Now, or more grade junk. In fact, restricted default. Now, Fitch has upgraded us to stable outlook, which is B-. We share growth year-on-year GDP, 5.3% for the first quarter. That is quite good. My brother talked about good reserves within first 6 months. Yes, I added over 2 billion. So we are improving. So the outlook is very good. But there was say we are not out of the woods yet. We still need to work. Now and translate emra the pocket of the people.
Okay, so quickly, NAPE, Chief Executive, and EIP. Please, bro, tell Collins that the MPP as a party needs consultants to salvage the situation. Inform him that we, the younger generation, are willing to help them resolve the mess through consultants.
I don't know which will be so.
No, at ye, Mary Fee.
Bro, in fact,
oh my goodness,
the air course and he wants to run away. In fact, President Kufuor, the President Nanado, issues were boils down to one thing: lack of consultation. In fact, when they were fixing the date for our program, if they had been consulted, things would have been the way President Kufuor Kasano means he was not consulted when fixing the date. Nanado, in fact, after this major defeat, and this is the first gathering.
Your emphasis on major.
This is the first gathering of the party after this. And if you have a key personality, to say Nanado, minima dia and then be caught out of the jurisdiction if he had been consulted to find out. And I think it is in the interest of the party and for the unity of the party to organize such a conference and have your two living ex-presidents, Nanado et Hona President.
So that is the consultant service you are providing.
Yes. So Nanado will come out say
I see
on request for change, but clearly you can see something is not right. If he had been informed in the fix of the
two weeks ago, His Excellency President Kufuor was a keynote speaker. Now he be institute. Just about 2-3 weeks ago. Now video now can't want some President Kufuor can't say me. When was the recording done?
Okay.
When was that recording done? That meeting took place about 3 weeks ago. Why did that video of that 3 weeks meeting come out yesterday?
Timing.
So as I said, rebuild it. And things will shape up. Every time also wouldn't might agree.
But the challenge with your rebuilding is it appears the current executives, national executives, are hell-bent on remaining in office, and that is what is creating the challenge. What is creating the challenge.
What I'm saying is that the national executive almost is here.
But they are taking decisions.
Right now, they have the right to take the decision.
But that's why I have a challenge with people.
They have
a mandate.
They have the mandate to take a decision.
Until some of them until April, some of them until January.
Yes. So
what is wrong with that?
So the decisions are more taken in just to protect themselves. Yes,
that's how you interpret it.
And that is what is causing the confusion because who can say rebuilding no? Rebuilding no? Who say I mean level playing field. But the challenge is honorable. If you are going to elect flag bearer before electing polling station executives, constituency executives, regional executives, you know the challenge.
But you know that the flag bearer election is always distinct.
It's distinct.
It's distinct.
But who are the delegates?
It's distinct.
Who are the delegates?
Those who have been mandated by the party.
And that is why this Saturday. That is why this Saturday.
But see, I disagree to that mindset to say. I disagree to that mindset. Say the fact is say, everybody be sure. Say any panel to almost abandon echo to abandon. Let's be plain. Echo to abandon Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And if you say it still is a status quo, but elections, the dynamics keep changing all the time.
No, it's not about that. It is about right in the constitution structure. In fact, NDC, our structure is we have the polling station executives.
We do have.
We have the ward executives. So we have our constituency.
So you want them to go through the process and
then we have regional, and that is what is done. In fact, in football, Brebi Beduye, Emma. Yekoto abayi GFA president and Zana Yebeto abayi regional executive. Hell broke loose in this country, and that time challenges ne no more buy I take here over the years football.
Okay, so I know you're a football administrator.
In an attempt, say obey so you got the point. So now what the current executives are seeking to do, they say, scratch my back, I scratch your back.
It can be so.
No.
If you even check, if you check the potential, if you check the potential,
are you suggesting say organize national delegates conference, whatever. Elect a flag bearer who will be start working with the executives. Then it drew national executive elections, and then the flag bearer will say, I can't work with these executives.
Who proposed the early election?
I think
absolutely.
No. I've heard a number of I haven't heard former vice president speaking.
Have you heard
I've heard Kwabena Japan. Kwabena Japan said, no, the structure, not in this form. No, he proposed it. But the structure,
he was looking for additional people to join the base.
Good.
But that's what is going to happen this Saturday.
He said inclusive of former ministers, former members of
That's what is going to happen this Saturday.
No, he said not the true that they are talking about. Because his position is early Congress with every card-bearing member of the party voting. That was the so you can't appropriate and appropriate.
No, so honorable.
You can't appropriate and appropriate. You pick the early Congress. You leave all party members voting.
The first decision as to whether we go for early Congress or not has been taken.
Yeah.
Per Cabinet Japan's proposal.
Because the decision is there, January.
I said no, they are in tandem. He brought the proposal based on when these conditions are satisfied.
Because that next condition can only be satisfied on Saturday.
Exactly.
Let's wait.
Yes, Saturday. Let's wait.
Yes. So let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. I've just been
then the amendment nobody about. Then we can decide.
Let's wrap up. Sorry, let's wrap up with this one. Ablekuma North. MPP Koi.
Of course, MPP Koi. I mean, the results are clear for MPP. Papa need declare, EC declare the results. No? One can say it was a one-way traffic. We declare for both NDC.
Oh, what's the MPP Koi?
And of course, I have my own issues, not even with the NDC Koi and as MPP Koi. I have my own issue with the EC and normal conduct throughout this Ablekuma process, and even the police. And assurances be on my day, I say, I have my own issues with that.
Is it funny?
It's sometimes I laugh over it. You know, police went to me and protected 3 polling stations. In fact, they wrote an official letter, Ghana Police, to tell us the Attorney General's advice as to whether they should go and protect 3 polling stations.
That's what the police said?
Yes.
Let's say that.
I'll show it to you.
The Ghana Police said?
Yes. They told us that they need Attorney General's advice as to how they can proceed to even protect 3 polling stations.
Are you kidding me?
May say the Deputy Commissioner by Parliament, of the whole, Parliament of the whole. Okacha said there's no rerun, and that their position is that all they need is protection to complete 3 polling station coalition. How the EC changed from 3 polling stations to 19 to a rerun is another discussion altogether.
But that's what Louis said, NPP Koi.
It's another discussion altogether. I'm even surprised that we went to that
But police for Angela, that may be different.
Now the police were able to identify, get policemen to protect 19 polling stations. But they couldn't do for 3.
They sought advice from the Attorney General.
And so now the advice, the Attorney General said
once you are going for 90, I can...
And now they've released another letter, say, Omo Assure said they are going to do their investigations to catch the perpetrators. Idea here show TV so the police is now giving us an official letter. So we reading Chewa. Saying they are now going to do investigation. Idea what TV so you nipa Nigeria now. Police are going to investigation. You have a rerun, an election, a commander, a Delta police commander is able to slap a journalist on television. And it's normal. And we are all watching. And the question now is, I didn't the MPP for Koi.
Yeah.
You see? I didn't the EC for Koi, yes, I ran round of 19.
But the party took a position.
I'm coming. That party decision, I didn't the EC for Koi started that process of saying, 19. When they themselves had indicated to us.
In fact, on Badwam and Ukusi say, they had said that they were waiting for the police for 3.
3.
Protection.
3. He was in Parliament, House of Records. To say 3.
But why you be power?
And so that's what I'm saying. Say, democracy there. So discuss it. It's very beautiful. And I think of me and this from penny for power. You know, and I have a conversation. On one he brought it upon herself. And Okoye last time, you know.
Okoye again.
Yes, you bought 2. Did you see Aquano said you 2 years no how I come saying? And for anybody to be justifying that because how I come saying?
No. It's a conversation.
Am I baffling? What happened there? No, it's. You see, I fear for our democracy. I mean, that's my problem.
It should not be just few. it's few minutes away to collapse.
Let me tell you the truth. Me brapenny. So we can't cry. Check. Yeah, MPC, you discuss it. Go and see the preparations members of parliament are making for 2028. I'm telling you the truth. Go and check every member of parliament. He's here. Who in preparation here for 2028? The sad part is that we are not preparing with superior arguments.
Macho.
It's not just a macho.
Vigilantism.
What is happening now is that disrupt the process.
And that's it.
And that's it.
You not be held responsible.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Just disrupt the process.
Do the
when you're able to disrupt the process, disrupt the process. Is that how we want to continue? Because Mrs. Amity, what happened at Ablekuma? In the full glare of the police only general, they push them aside, they move in, and down there, Lloyd.
Well, you know.
So I'm saying that you think, say, Lloyd, boy, the irony, the deputy organizer, they're quite quick here.
If you had listened to my submissions yesterday,
it's a problem.
Yesterday on Badwam and the Kusi, what I said was that I don't know, because this tendency, this Triponi, all these by-elections, no, they give us semblances of what has happened today. We had a unique opportunity to kill it off with Ayawa's West Ogon. But what did we do? We were selective in complying with what the white paper report was. In fact, one of the key things, was how the people had dressed and the attack on individuals and indigenous for Ayawas, where they shot somebody who was a footballer. You understand? And then the slap on an honorable member of parliament. No? And Mr. Party for the utterances, they justified.
Yes.
Or you too no, or you arrogant. Next time can go bottom too much listening. So I see same because we didn't cure that thing. And that I see same. And I know I'm a say, me mo bia na da no say, how a commission na Lloyd and MPP. If we don't get a proper reconciliation where both parties will come to that realization that we have done this and we think that we are breaking our back. Akwatia is nothing, no. In fact, I said it again, that Yoko's Act is now becoming bigger than the Constitution of Ghana because it made them more than 14 days based on a certain bail condition. In the MPP bar, $2 billion, can we talk for bail condition? So that's how we are preparing this country.
I was on the platform.
So I'm happy that you have told me how MPs are preparing for 2028 elections.
I was on another platform, MPP platform, and said now, okay, some of our people justified it. I was one of the people who said their cause for Ayawas.
I know.
It was totally needless.
I know.
Totally needless. And because I said so, I am bold today to condemn what happened at Ablekuma. But my point is, the NDC, meaning this phone said the see why Ayawas was wrong, cannot also be justifying what happened yesterday. So it is the hypocrisy among the two political parties and
it's taking us too far.
Yes.
It's taking us too far.
My fear is that it's been getting to a point and say, members of parliament, I say, you can win an election and you can be robbed out of it. That is my fear.
So shameful.
And so how do you protect that robbery?
You have to apply all this.
Yes. I mean, at the on my Facebook page, I kept saying, Ghana police. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
But I don't know why you're shocked. Because this is a Ghana police that is influenced by politicians.
Yes, I get it. But you see...
It don't be shocked.
No,
because
but in the 2024 election, that was a hotspot.
But don't be shocked.
That was a hotspot.
I'm saying don't be
so
shocked.
If not for anything at all, they should prepare adequately for that particular police station.
Please don't be shocked because we are repeating the same. When it happened at Ayawasu, the East Legon commander then said that what is happening at Ayawasu when Konoka as area commander, he's not aware.
Yeah, he was not in.
He's not in touch with anything. And the same thing has happened. There are certain commanders and certain changes that were effected. They have no idea what's going on. So we are ye nunu ye ho ana yesere. Ye nyina na nya me nunu nyina na kosa vigilante act. Ada na wo kwa na macho di wachi na me so be ba na macho di bachi. Nya ni nyina na kosa nsan. O da bibusa anya nyina na kosa nsan act no. So clearly a crocodile John. Until we stop apportioning and say that all of us we are falling short of that fight against whatever. Let's come together and let's fight seriously against these people. Because multimedia reporter,
in the full game.
Why? I found a wedding. Okay.
I don't know when any.
Akola wonu upusi say kwa sebe we bechima. Ono dear harm no betimi akozo abato ayebato keke. And they be no appeal to GG and other bodies. We should withdraw from Monoma Moya, or the Monia de Pesamoya. Say, money bloggers in the bed, minister crowd or no coffee, no blogger, no I see, no or say, no so consume media. Because we are becoming tired. Me sorry, back of our story will be Brekum West. Now Brekum West for some Tungum is our moment. Why? How is that possible? How? Now what Gamanum says. We are the fourth estate of the realm. We are the engine. We take out the. And I mean, me painting scenario now, money effect. MPP time. A see ya na kojo pon kroma. And Henry Cote. And Imamba. Oh, the situation is. We also see ya Omanebo Ama. And I can't say Muntaka no aba. We have to control the peaceful election. How? Why we do this to ourselves? Why? How else you got wrap up for us?
Oh my, I think no right thinking person. Never justify the CEO Yawaso West Wogon. Of course, in every society, there were hawks, they will try to equalize. But in this particular case, the official position of the party, Irefifi Kote Babonten, he has condemned these things totally without any reservation. I call for the perpetrators to be prosecuted. The Honorable Minister for Interior and National...
You see, let's call a spade a spade. Peace Council for messaging. No matter what time Peace Council for messaging. We frown on this. We are not ready for this. Democracy is not going to do this. Please. What investigation? What's the investigation? What investigation?
So the medical can. Party no official position I condemn the Minister for Interior and National Security. I charge IGP police so and prosecute. We want to see the police working. As a country,
it's not possible. You see, sometimes when you talk, you don't speak the reality. You can't patrol brilliant aircraft. No crap, I say Engusiaga. It do the Miami yam prese. Mo ya manyo semono. Mo be mamu ho kwan. Ama no kredi ni preprejo etima ye adwuma. Because the same thing on Oboka. Me ma shimi chese. Me kojina abato a me nwene hwibie mo. Enye kwan be develop ho biem. Me kwa abato ri na ma dwene se ma fa sofo Israel. Ma fa Thomas. Etimo hwe ba bia ye ma no ewo ho mo na mo munyina okese. Afi ba bia other party no be nya madodo na mo nko mo ntoja zuru na shi nasa.
That is why I'm saying as a country,
it's not good.
We need to hear from this perspective. Other intina, tell my position. Now, I buy no tisono.
Or you're comfortable
with the police and saying the police, but opposition they complain. Opposition and they complain. And interestingly enough. The very easier NDC for the past 8 years since 2017. NPP defend now you see the because you run 19 police stations suddenly. Now MPP wants to say who the most incompetent easy to say that. What would you have? Meanwhile, until the rerun of the 19 police stations, MPP position has always been said easy led by Mami J. Mensa. So what has changed? When the power changes, then the
everything changes. Everything changes.
Just a quick one. I mean, you come about a big push. The whole idea is very good. But normally, no, budgets will give you an indication whether the Omokayan will come to 10 billion, but they allocated just 800 million this year.
It's kind of form.
It was a final
exchange rate, yes, you are allocating 14 billion Ghana cedis this year.
No, I'm talking about $800 million. So maybe it can.
Exchange rate, no. So it's
maybe no.
14 billion.
No,
so that would
they
be
allocated,
probably
they allocated
about 1.4. Over the 10 cities.
But allocated $10 billion
for 4 years.
For 4 years.
And the first year, what do you say?
And the first year, $800 million.
No. And America say
yes.
First year,
that was in the budget.
You allocate you quoting the dollars. You allocate 14 billion Ghana cedis. So 14 billion Ghana will give us about 1.4 billion. It will give you the by 4 years.
Don't forget at the time at the time no more year budget no. The dollar to was 15. That was what they used in the budget.
Yeah.
Yes.
But let's be very clear.
That's what they used in the budget.
Let's be very clear. First year allocation no has been explained over and over and over. First year allocation, yeah, and 10 billion no ye divided no. Every year, depending on the resources in the kitty. And this year budget, not first quarter, first quarter was over. Yeah, budget in March, 29th March. Yeah, first quarter, yeah, buy and also Sika, not anyone, dear pay, generating revenue, no. Next year, the allocation will go on.
Oh my goodness.
The idea, they said, by the fourth year, we would have expended 10 billion.
No problem. 10 billion.
The okay impression that the man and feel
that's what they gave me. I'm saying that 10 billion converted to cities. Not sure how much that initial one this year, no? How much?
Initial one was first quarter.
Oh, how much has been given for the year? That's what I'm giving for the year. The point I'm making is the point I'm making
14 billion Ghana.
Yes,
about 14 billion.
About 14 billion. Also, $10 billion. So multiply it.
Oh, I've explained.
Oh, there be.
Yeah, buy.
What I am saying, opening.
Yeah, build the reserve. Revenue. Oh, my dear, new honor.
There be Stuttgart. No, you make it say Stuttgart. Road never. Let me hear you. Because we push nane. Them call area.
Obo roads. Say yeah, we.
Obo roads.
Momo buy na ejaya.
Yeah, but fund them.
That be you buy mo
I fund them.
Me pa mo buy na so am.
Munja fund.
Me ba so am nyai.
Fund here the.
Yeah, the Jawa.
They are the big push no be ko ho.
Hey, Sikanisha. No, we don't care the whole kwan ya magitu o.
Me kwa $50 million.
$50 million.
$50 million. I'm going to sign contract. 11 December, my. You have to have 11 December. No more sign 11 December.
The man say, Rose and I will be good. I'm not 14. So the idea is in case me in area. But I'm looking at the location. The location and what budget will not be able to meet. Sasunyani the Kran Kwan Wokano. Big push is on there. Exact 14 billion now come. Yeah, but Chama. You know. Who the no crowd 50
offer 50
offer 50 when you 50 full more
and yet but I want to say oh it's how the embassy so kaka onyamendo men this Ghana
but some media
you need money
oh yes sure
to operate sure onyamendo musica and then a 24 hour no na me the China must have share a week today
exactly
you explain more
the 24 hour economy
that
class in fact oh my
oh my any discussion ko ye men for 24 hours
yeah unim NEIP
yeah
adwuma wura me bana o ma me time next week that is going to be a game changer the adwuma wura and
adwuma policy na dia
adwuma wura
more skill
startups na dia be ma down the focus is rather than say aban be create adwuma ma youth yeah, empower you to do.
Now location say.
But that's it. Thank you. Yeah, quite that's why. It's honorable Dubako Collins na fe honorable Chire Dixon Dodor friend Stuttgart. Only one here from Obobono.
Rasta.
Rasta. You.
That's all okay, boy, me niaji. The captain of the administrator. No, me captain, the of the
okay, so charismatic anointing ministries is okay. Say Tibia na akwanya da wase onyo mbebo mpae na bibia kwa kama nyame adoma Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday midnight Empire Strong kokra. So program we Osof Penyin Reverend Bernard Uswansa ana edi anim kan. Sre kase otini empire de unim de etimi eye. Inti Fraser 244 115618 na benya ofa hudi ewo eradim. Edi asi wa ha but yenko yeto aso.
Na Badwam for mami chiam hon ane pay ndano wa husape akishe chi kakra won fan chahen ya na production hon sam kakra anti ya be she chi kakra dan so no na nyame ase de yetum na ye ze bro wo ufie hono na stama Tuesdays ye no ende menyi baby first na mo kono ende mo baby fufuro kra iguala in izenenye no wo is legon kwano do oye Starbucks kwano do honom eni bi ho wo iguala in na ha ye fe oye papa panti no mata na mza wosepe no so efri hade nso na mza bro wo fie nti no as usual no mo special guest no wo mention wo hade yenyim no wo nsuruma dwumezi do mpo no motu maka do ye busuanyi ke busuano ho papa o Sunday obiara oshon nsuruma biara binim de na nkroma na oye nsuruma ho music director no obobo moframa no ano na minim de say urban high life juma na high life nimto ejuma no so wezi marketing papa oye drama na apart from oye drama no so no wababo ma a lot of big artists na ze ewo krom hade ndo mencha no hade watch high life ho nkomo kakra na yezi national album nkomo kakra na nkomo na pay good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you.
We are Bibia Boko. Okay. In case you dey ada shade nka o nsuruma time o so nde no. Ekwana bedem mamotum na menye watna sa twetwe nkomo Sunday. Yenyim na woni mpanyimfo no wanante high life no mu. Nanso no say obanda ye reach high life ho nkoma e ya yente won voice. No e dem wonyina no why quiet kakwa nti no say wo mo nkwa na yenyu won nkasa na yenyu aje papa because yenyim de ye benya no kwar a offer high life no ho. Na nkoma ze nka yenyim da nsuruma moframa ba yenyim da ye adwuma na acha papa enyim fo wa babom kakra ai.
Oh, my God, because school was St. John's secondary.
Okay.
When I'm starting with music, see, crack. After that, go Nigeria and I'm study optometry as specialist course.
Oh, Nama, wow.
It's in Nigeria for some time. Now I'm Sansuba back to Ghana. When I'm starting music, we bought some bands, Barristers, Black Beats, and we bought Black Anchor, Black Saline Band. We bought a lot of bands, we bought Tarantula. When I made no popularity was starting.
Wow.
So from Tarantula, I bought Joy Dako. We bought for about 6 years. I was a drama backup singer.
Yeah. So, my from a year,
oh, I think before 90s. You know, 80. When George started, I think 86. Yeah, boy. But now, so now, Mom, where Juma me music production. Now me jingles. Now me TV, creative directing.
At that
time, now me kaho. Every time I me band, mobile barristers banding. Now me Juma status car service as a technical officer.
Nice.
You know, because that time now can't share any.
And you told them.
No balance it too. You know, so after that, when the George na call full time, but also now we share now they make back too. So I started doing jingles, jingles for political parties, for latest form, a lot of jingles people are.
I want to shake you. Wow.
I'm assuming that.
The hope on the chonyen. This is hunka kanka crap. Edwuma papa, wedwuma so ye feel papa. And you George that ko hunko mo kakra. Na ye na drama.
Yeah.
Nti no na at the no relationship with ebia ne band boys na performance wise no.
George Nankasa all started na Capichiri no on the drums or Germany. was started George Dark Band. Not a boys in Obem. There was a secondary guy also by I don't know Obo. No few one. Now George George and you're very creative going to be in Bo. Now you're jazz oriented, so I'm to be in Bo. You see, we have a friend there, George so young.
Okay.
First put nam and pedal moko bat. Moko two gang na wo George, Ralph Kakari, Kwesi Obo, Kwame Thomas, Broyin Obo violin. Now he was with the band.
At that time?
You know, band and Guino ko join a match they did.
Okay.
You know, and I you know boy a tour everywhere. George on no push him. First now I'm drumming now stylish. But George got a stylish drums in on go the hard way. He said the George you born and bought hard drums into me in ball. And them are jazz drummers in what's it. Now I'm so when I was the youngest, I was move cry and he made me the band leader because also my contribution was big. People like Kwesi Obo don't know how arrange a match they did. But we now unfortunately we now with him. It's a George band now Mukoto and Wakam and Kwame Thomas Pay. Kafui now George or inspire me a lot. Ebo music near the jazz no wedge now. Excellent. Because jazz players they are the best instrumentalists.
I see.
Yeah. See George they yeah, I was there. The 1 week in Sumanye, to honor George Darko. They am Adom TV, the Martin Away, Wayat Papa. They were 2 years, my end. That was excellent.
Now I was feeling like Obia Enyenwa Juma na sisi onyu honum biom na moframa na woro to George Darko no nyom na aze na na feeling it then.
You know, it was great. We na match they do all from the yes the film me hu now. It's me hu now. Eh, na nko like that you munya ye na e bedwane o. And I'm say yeah.
Push one out of business. Yes.
See the as one buy no more farmers or power papa. Or yards papa. You know. So that was it.
Okay. Okay. Into no yes the mon common no ohonom ti apart from George Darko no I any ye juma we no na abe yen.
I think 94 no.
Okay.
94.
Okay.
It's here we now strictly into advertising. In a saying your mother Moboshi Psycho fee. Lokuta of any media touch. On our advertising company or Kokomremli SSB1. On your TTRDC. So one of picking the Nana, what jingles you're tight. Why don't you be serious with it?
Okay.
It's one was started there, oh ma'am jingles crack. Actually obey Mejuma fully.
It's now what's done what for him how them communication or about the bra na Bob wants some from no with one selection. You that the Mejuma as there. Now obi a kwa advertising there.
Music or abroad. Bibia home. Now me name from where dream. Started from Sky Power Takradi. Sinimu na be recommending mamko another station one crown have am pede mo bonzi.
Okay.
So mine.
Oh, Yankasa.
No, yeah. Over farm talented kids. TV3.
Okay.
Some nam starting.
I see.
Yeah. Me groom mu from na me jay na concentrate on advertising other. Sinimu na abina no multimedia.
Yeah.
Offer me there or best start to BB1. So Pamcho, man, about to my number. Okay, that's some people number by so number 2, Mukus, Abu, Kobe, who's in our one, I'm saying, the Mabe fee.
Okay.
Number 1 crack, move from age 1 or a din, but all day.
Okay.
The 200 move from a bit 100.
BBR. Okay. And so made you may iron for how many years?
7 years. Mine 7 years. Chairman, you got 8. Mine 7 years.
Wow. Who favorites from my Abofraba Bayona? Well, I'm probably not in Juma. You would have the map phase. Not talent, no, none of your show, Papa.
In fact, what also? Mobo Crony dinner.
Asamba Behu.
Asamba.
Okay.
But talent. Oh, yeah, but you're pick 1 year starter. I'm a muhu talent. Muhu by man country.
Okay.
One I am the be a way a mistake because if you are to me then you know or two but the clicking on shedding. But be so way to me there. Very talented. He a pigeon cacrebia. This is a more choosing you mamma one. The power. Not the way able to me deliver. A man brought from you out or bebre. And you were singers on each other or they got to go from you. It is some of them very, very good, but when pay them boy, it be anything.
Matters,
you know, but we could say privately, it be some man, they are the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matters. Nti no may move away free so ma ka kwasisi ya Ghana highlight for nyumo no oi de oreyo.
Yeah.
Sisi ya no enhance highlight no. And my foyer by Jayele Afrobeat na ze komo bebre freedom musam mu aba ebinim wache wona adwene nka enwum be pede bia yenye na ka yen fa highlight no izino ontodo ebinim so cheda no da bi enwum na warrior no rudiments bi o ma onye highlight ntino yentum na yen friend highlight by force nkomo de bi mpo akakwa de Nigeria for so the highlight no kra no oyen ho awon za na ibinum so say oh Afrobeats no or high life na Nigeria for na baba fa na watch ho kakra wadwenche wo da mu nkomo nyina ho
high life I'm ko hu this man Fela Ransom Kutua Apollo Theater second we now Baha huge Masekela from South Africa we now Baha no ni Hejole band Faisal Helwani. Na what high life na Fela by no on obey fusion high life na one type of music not an Afrobeat.
Okay.
But Afrobeat in area okuta high life rhythms and now we're smart what father na no are branded I'm actually doing now we now okobesi ho and what Ghana high life it's what pick it from these people.
Na Fela no be na abanyum na no oye.
Oh no obo na ninjum. Fela Ransom Kuti.
Okay.
No obo na ninjum. But
na izini bia ndado at that time na bia there na time bia Nigeria for
only later na otun Afrobeat.
Okay.
Otun Afrobeat. No but it's a you know the same high life beat there. High life beat but since they are binum here high life but I shouldn't see the real high life rudiments anymore. As the dealing of was but Fela no about Afrobeat and not the popular but not a very controversial. As my empede a betsy and now some of how government to be not there to her.
Okay.
It's not Fela or release in Juma 1 or baby. Nankotsi one shops are.
Obo nyomo.
What to ban in June. But the more banning, the more
some popular. Because why there or no customer the people?
Yeah, Mekai, there was a show at Star Hotel. Former Star Hotel or Cantonment one. Na JJ ni na ho. Yen ye ka back them time na mo Tarantula. Yen ye supporting band ye bo ansan woroba. O she champagne kuni na ahoroba. O she wan ahoroba wi no ko ye okechi ahon. Na obisa that was the day I can there. Na Ghana people you say they play her life. Na me they play the original her life.
Hey.
That's as it. I can't change him. Now you say they play her life. Now me they play the original her life. It's over for her. Up to now, there are some people doing the her life. Mama boss, Ambule. Ambule was St. Johnson. No ball, reports. Railway band was secondary. Now he was the band leader. Up till now, he's very, very, very big. Very, very big. He's now selling high life outside.
Mana, common day. say come on pa but your number no so why am rent no ma minja young viewers no honum na mo record o part 2 na metum na ma abo am hono Sunday high life no amakasa personally ohia papa
na high life dem pa abadere
oye de papa oye de high life nyum e de oye papa inti no wo chema botum na me wakọ kakra ka ho inti high life no abaze pa na geta obama yehu de me nwumi kwa high life because achim na afro beat no ebi o hono ma high life no etse rudiment ni bi
enwa the way I bohu then jumbi or a high life and a drums beating rhythming on a determined
drums no
drums
okay
yeah but to about high life beat about high life beat about to Latin about to in English or a high life the moment high life beating you mean add boom back 4/4 drum beating add the power.
Why high life? Why see?
Why bugger? Why a funky high
okay.
life? Because funk beat you know boom, ba, oh, boom, boom. And see, naturally, I fusion.
Naturally, yet the drums need to define a rhythm.
That is it.
It's naturally, me akableya me no busy nkomo no ka chem da yamponsa na ye kan no yamponsa nya rhythm
on your rhythm or guitar lines be keke
nto oboy I think oboy cra chere
you be to boy yamponsa beat
but say ye pede ye hu aza ye butu me define enyum da bia enyum e high life e jazz e funk ze ye buzi bu hu ye drums
that's the rhythm the drummer is the driver of the band. Your beat, boom, cap, boom. On so on the either bossa nova. Boom, cap, boom. On so boom, cap, boom. Your 4/4 beat, 6/4 beat. Me now, now high life beat, you know. That is high life beat. They bring the other accompaniments in. There were friend then, feature one.
A fetch one. Cat.
One would define when there. This is high life.
I see.
You see, about them background, whatever keyboard arrangement I be there can win. On define there because keyboard player no about is your high life. It's the drums that they determine the rhythm as the one.
Oh, Nana, Yami insure papa dasi. Botchu nkomo no more. Ba Bamanda iguala funo so asi. Unda haya kama pa na. Haya kama papa. Betane is on sepeno if we had is a brown. High life no. Sisi a be boko me pede eja bibi ma echimba one more worship because yen tante one nzo high life no. See, I for high life no, and I just say what's the music is dynamic. Zom pensa crying no way who am. This year, ye quite Afrobeaty. Another gender why yes I and high life no.
Yeah, they be my friend boy Kofi Kinata. Or not see if you come up and see man. Catching the way I only there some of the rhythms are 2 door. Nigeria for what hit na don't move kakra ho
so movements kakra
na high life of friend chorus sen umbra ina ya so ya njum no ya kasa no do so do but say pede
wet no do so
pede e international on your lyrics and on your nsem sweet melodies e be build chorus obi a on so kasa or watogwa Ubutuma to be.
Wow.
To the kwasa. To the plazo and tassel, but you go with it.
Yes.
Now your young background on your solid rhythm and on your African. Brunita on ped or better than the funk and or pedotsi. I would live the Africa. That's why Afro Moses, what hit outside by Ghana one castle.
Nana Kuma, Madasi, Papa Yamisho, Papa de Ajimbe, na enemy aye, Guala in for Yamisho, Papa, or Eastly gone Quando, Starbites Street in Monoma, Bomazana, and the Mabutum, Ebupo Hade, war Nigerian dishes, Ghana dishes, Yinara or Honor, Intino, Fahade, na Tumnawasu Boando Chakana. Yarko into the mama chess.
Cheers, yeah.
Cheers. One to know you to say. So, no, Macron, but the one most woman was a bro in your